I was just saying how good things were. things are good.
Jeff Dye, thank you for joining the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Dude, I'm telling you, standing podcasts are the future.
This is
enough
it.
of the sitting. Enough sitting and talking. I think it's just podcasters are getting lazy.
I agree.
Podcasts are more important than ever, dude. After this election.
Nailed it. Also, most of us are stand-up comics.
That's what I'm saying.
Standing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Do you rock the stool at all on stage?
Never.
Me either, bro.
You know what that stool is? It's a tiny fucking table for my drink and set list. That's all that is.
It's not a seat. I
Make
agree.
it a table.
I agree. I think it is. Some people like the stool. Some people like the stool.
Yeah.
I could never. I couldn't even.
Some people love the stool.
Some people love the stool, but I couldn't imagine sitting like that. You know.
It also seems so arrogant when a comic sits down. But
it can play. It can play well if you sit down.
I've lectured a few young comics. I'm going, what are you doing?
Get your fucking ass
What are
off
you
there.
doing? Talk about jerking off and you're sitting?
If you're a fat black guy, for some reason, it's just like it kind of works.
Right.
Sit on the stool. You also have a towel. so it's
Patrice
like-
waited 20 years before he sat on the fucking
yeah,
stool.
True. It
Yeah.
is a pretty nuts move.
Are you guys
Some people
telling me
pull
to
it off.
stand up?
No.
Okay.
No, you're just being a dude. You're being a
Yeah, that seemed like we were just projecting on him.
no, Lemaire. You were doing,
These fat black guys always sitting.
you're doing a good service for us right now because we usually have a third podium, but we already established everything. And I'm like, Lemaire, it killed him. He wanted to be standing with
I
us.
love it. Well, also, what do you think about these becoming a part of stand-up comedy?
I mean,
you might
dude,
introduce that.
How nice would this be? It's clear. You can still see what's going on. You can have all your stuff. I'll throw a laptop under here sometimes. I
Yeah.
can just access all my stuff.
And think about how poignant it would be to walk out in front of the podium now. It'd be like very
Yeah,
important.
man.
Oh yeah, you're like I have something to say, you know,
Yeah.
like with your. And also,
they can still see you. I can be like, and then I'm
yeah.
fucking my wife, and they can
Also,
see.
I never know what to do with my other hands. I know that's a Will Ferrell thing. Like, what do I do with my hands? But have you noticed, like, even your boy, it's like he's always on the
Two-hand,
thing.
yeah.
Like I do it behind my back that I hate. I hate that I do that.
Like you're a magician.
Yeah, I hate that I do that. I'll sleep in this myself like, I fucking suck. Why am I doing that? I've been doing this long enough. I should know what to do with this hand.
Yeah, I do. For a while, I stopped doing stand up for a while, and I came back, and I noticed I was aping the double hand
for
tequila
sure.
signature. So then I used to have like a power like PC principle, just one hand right here, one hand by my, and I've gotten back to that where one hand's by my side, and I just kind of move around with this hand.
Yeah,
I'll do,
I
like-
hate the pocket. I did
I
it
can't do
recently.
pocket,
I think
yeah.
I did it on Sunday, and I go, "What am I doing?" I immediately took it out. Rogan holds the mic. Hate it. I think Rogan holds the mic the worst. Like a snow cone.
Yeah.
You go, what are we doing?
the bottom, the very
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah, like on the actual cable.
I'm scared to
itself.
touch that part of the microphone.
Yeah, I know. That's the
choke up.
connection.
Yep, I choke up right around. I guess it's called the head of the microphone.
Oh,
I
you
choke
do the
up right around
head.
the glands. Yeah, I
That's
choke
the
up around
Eliza
glands.
Schlesinger.
The fuck, dude.
Hey,
What the hell? The hell's even up?
dude?
Chilling, man. Dude,
Nothing.
you probably noticed I'm all mushed out right
You're
now.
mushed out, dude.
Yeah, a bro off IG, a Hawaiian mushroom company, sent me a bunch of shit. So I got it from the PO box right before I
Enough
left.
said.
Enough said. A lot of lion's mane and shit. I'm on. Brittany was pissed as I took like all the different mushroom powders at once and left. She was like, "That's ridiculous. That shirt's too everything." She was hating on everything I was doing. I took all the different mushroom powders.
Yeah,
She was like, "You don't need that much." I was like, "Watch me." She's like, "That shirt's too big." I said, "Watch me."
dude. I haven't taken.
I was Wahlberg, dude. I was
Oh, you're the municipal, the mushies.
municipal.
You gotta
dude.
stay prayed up, dude. Show me your underpants. Municipals.
I wish they were just
Sheath, dude.
sheath.
Sheath, obviously. Sheath. Podcast underpants. I only wear podcast underpants.
How the freaking heck are you?
I'm doing fine. My allergies certainly kicked in this morning,
Isn't
and I'll
that
tell you
annoying?
what, I'm none too pleased. But it could be that gas leak that's happening in my kitchen.
What? You got gas leak?
Certainly.
You think the miceies got in
I
there?
think the
and-
mice chewed the line because it stinks over there.
R.I.P. to whatever mouse broke through there. That's
Good.
probably
It was worth it. It was worth it to get rid of one of those fuckers.
yeah.
Me and
Get
my
a cat,
sweet
dude.
niece. I can't get a cat.
I'm saying get it and then just fucking re-release it.
I could never
It's
do
a
that.
stray cat.
I could never do that to a sweet feline.
It's a stray cat.
I could never.
It probably wants out.
I
Open the
would-
door. How about this? Open the door. Let it make up its own mind. If it stays, it stays. If it leaves, leaves. You can also get a cat. You can get someone to come in here and feed your cat while you're gone. But you said the companionship, it would kill it. Yo, then get. Get
I'll do you one
fucking
better.
free, dude.
I'll do you one better. I'm getting 5 fucking cats. Strays. I want it to
fighting
be
them all.
chaos in here.
It would smell so bad.
It'd be nuts. Dude.
Oh my god.
There'd be shit I would not clean it. You ever clean a litter box? It sucks, dude.
Hold it down tough here if one of them steps out of line.
I start beating the fuck out of these cats.
Beating cats is crazy.
Yeah, kicking them.
Dude, it's nice to think about cat ladies eventually going rogue and just beating their they beat their cats.
You would
When
wail
dates
one
go
of
bad?
them. You would wail one of them. Scratching up the couch,
Oh,
sitting next to you.
come back from a Tinder date, dude. The guy was way taller in his pictures. You go back to your cat, you're just fucking, fuck you,
It's never gonna happen.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. You're mushed up, dude.
Yeah, I'm all mushed out, bro.
I had to stop taking those after my vicious
After
bout
almost-
with diarrhea. I've been afraid of them.
It might not have been that. Although, yeah, if you're on the same pro,
Why?
I don't know. Just my skin just feels fucking.
Your skin's glowing.
I haven't sat like this. I guess since last week with my legs out.
No, start at the beginning there. Yeah.
Oh,
that's good
with
stuff.
my skin.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That works. True. That's a good. I'm just saying. I'm surprised by my leg. Usually my legs hit my other leg, and I go, "Ew, get that the fuck off."
Yeah,
me."
it's rough. My skin's dry as shit.
My
at all times.
Is it high right now? I got fucked. I was in Omaha last weekend. I got all dried out in the cold.
Yeah.
Came back like I had that alligator skin. But yeah, I was.
Yeah, I've got it right now. I was staring at my skin the entire meeting I was just having. For
Yeah.
one straight hour, I was going, God damn, I got dry skin.
Yeah, I do that every now and again. I
And
catch
they
like
go, Shane, what do you think of that? And I go, yeah. For sure.
you can like see
I
individual
was definitely
skin
listening.
cells.
I wasn't staring at my skin.
I know. I've been pretty spacey today too.
I wasn't staring at how red my face is the entire Zoom meeting, just going, Jesus Christ.
Why don't they let you do a different background? They should let you just do a whole different face. That way you're not staring at your own
I know.
face.
I should do catfish. Just put the cat. You
Or
remember that
baby face.
lawyer? You ever see that lawyer? It was during COVID, and the old guy had to call in for a thing, and his grandkids were fucking with the computer, and
They
it
gave
was
him
like a cat. That, like when he talked, it would talk, and he was like, "I'm not a cat," and they're like, "Yeah, we know." It's classic.
That is pretty good.
I've been fired up, dude. There's too many skeeters. The Texas mosquitoes.
They don't.
It's hell here.
I feel bad because I know my wife gets crushed. They don't touch me, man. I don't know what it is. They don't like.
Yeah, they get me.
That sucks. I know
Yeah.
a couple people. I think it's a blood type thing.
But also just they're everywhere. They're fucking everywhere here. Like they're in my house. I tried to get in the hot tub last night. There's 20 of them.
yeah, you're around that
Yeah,
water
we're in a
too.
fucking swamp back there.
Around the bayou.
Yeah, I'm down here on the bayou.
Yeah, I don't do that. The mosquitoes. I
You
swear
guys
to
are
God.
up on the high plains.
I'm on the high plain. I'm in the grasslands.
Yeah.
I really am kind of in the grasslands, but I will say I'm battling a neon green spider right now. It's kind of my bro right now. It's in my blueberry bush.
What's he up to? Do you know what kind of? Have you figured out what kind of spider it is?
I did. I ID'd it right
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Let me see. I'll show you a picture of this guy. He's pretty spooky, dude.
You gotta let him chill.
I am. He's
Jackson, or just Jackson's gonna eat it.
Bro, look at that guy. Neon green spider.
Oh, he's great.
He's a good guy.
Looks like a little shamrock spider. What kind of spider is that?
I
boy?
forget what it's called. I have my family. I sent it to my little nephew. He gives me my
He
bug
gets to
IDs.
ID it.
He ID'd it. Let me see what I got here right now. Go hit the family chat. Man has been active actually in here. Oh, here it is. Sphinx. He called it a Sphinx spider. Although he is like 7, so he could be fucking wrong.
Yeah. A Sphinx, you might be wrong. Be done.
I know.
They said it could not be done. Nobody would be crazy enough to do a podcast live from Blazer Tag.
I know. I didn't know you could pull it off, dude. This is.
Yeah, it turns out it was pretty easy to pull off. Yeah, true. Just had to rent that fucking place out.
Yeah, true. What are you guys doing at 1 o'clock in the
Yeah,
afternoon?
on a day they're closed, we got Blazer Tag.
It's just.
I was
I
thinking
was
about
Glazer Tag.
God damn it! I know it's a
Laser tag
mistake
would
to
be
get you up here. God damn it! You got that blood taken out. You're a little fucking weak.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to podcast knowing laser tags on the back end.
What are you thinking
might have to
about?
10
Yeah,
and
we're
10,
gonna
20,
be taking
20.
breaks, hit the tag, come back and
back,
report.
yeah.
I'm thinking, what were you thinking about teams? I'm thinking Fats versus Thins.
That's not bad.
Fats versus Thins is gonna be
Lamar
nice.
and you
No,
versus-
you might be. You're close to Thins. There's some true Fats.
Do we have enough fats?
We have enough fat. Is
I think
Onk's
we have
coming?
enough fats. Yes. I think we'll have more than enough fats.
It might be too many, but the fats are gonna be camping. You're gonna have to breach that room. We're not leaving. Although we could gas ourselves out. One of the fats, Spider could hit another blazer tag for it, clear the room.
Just friendly fire.
We might send Spider in as a little suicide bomb. No. You guys are gonna shoot him a lot, but he's getting a
I
fart.
see him preloaded on the Cheetos.
He's got the Cheetos.
We're just gonna fucking go in all along bar.
Yeah, he's gonna hit a nice
Did you
fart
eat a
in there.
burrito before you came?
No.
Oh, thank God.
But what did you eat? I'm sure it was fucking catastrophic.
I didn't eat.
Oh,
it
an
could be empty
empty
belly.
belly with Cheetos. That's a good recipe.
Could be empty belly.
Dude, he gassed out my house the other day.
Did he really?
Oh no.
He took a shit in the far room,
And
I was like, "Fucking the sewage is fucked again." I just had plumbers here. Fucking, it was so bad that I was like, and it really fucked the whole house up.
Is that when
It was an impressive dump.
Was that when we thought he died? That night?
No, this is the second dump he's taken recently.
Worse than when my dog diarrheaed in your house.
Yes,
Whoa!
that was clearly dog shit.
out of water too.
I mean, who knows what he did in there?
Damn, dude.
Oh, there's my fucking gym shorts. I'm looking for those. Goddamn spiders wearing them.
Didn't know they were yours.
Lemaire, what was going on with that dump? What led up to that?
I just hadn't been dumping, dude. It was a fun weekend, and I
You were
hadn't
blocked
been
up.
dumping. I was blocked
He
up.
dropped
yeah.
an insane one. There was girls were there. They were screaming. People were upset.
Oh my god.
We opened the doors. We had to open the doors of the house.
Oh.
You crushed the girls?
No, I like it. It smells like cigarettes.
Drewski got in our head. This one smells like cigs too.
No, it's fucking Gardini's
It's
car.
Gardini's
That's why.
car.
He's purifying the mics with tobacco, like a Native American shaman, dude. He's blowing tobacco smoke into them.
I'm sorry. I'll clean him.
No, thank you. I like the smell. It's actually kind of nice.
This is the bit I was waiting for. Let's fucking paper straws. Man. We're done. We're done. Dude. This is my last one.
No more. We're gonna go back and put all the plastic rings around the Dolphins' necks under Trump. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna get this country.
Did you hear what
cooking.
he said when he was signing it?
What?
He's like, and I think the sharks are going to be okay as they're eating everything in the ocean. He's like, all right, man. Hilarious.
That is sick to be like sharks can bite anything.
He's like,
dude.
sharks can bite anything. We're going to sign that. What's next?
I had Lemaire. Lemaire went in the ocean for the first time this weekend. We're in Dania Beach, Florida. Yeah,
no,
dude.
wasn't he at the beach at Skankfest?
He's never
Or
gone
did
in
he
the
stay
ocean.
on the Florida Comedy Festival?
Oh yeah, I think he was on the beach, but I don't think he
But
went
he
in the
didn't
ocean.
get in the water.
right
He
now.
stays away from the
Dude,
water.
exactly.
Oh, yeah, he can't swim.
No,
Yeah,
we
I
went
forgot
we
about
went to
that.
the ocean this weekend. Dania Beach, by the way, their beach, a lot to be desired. A lot to be desired. I went there. I'm like, Lemaire, they'll have shops everywhere. Like we can just show
Oh, yeah,
up.
that's a tough
There
area.
was nothing.
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
I mean, I will say there were a lot of bubble-butted mommies on the beach.
Yeah.
That was about it. There was big rocks in the ocean, so you would just stub your toe in the ocean, like, ow, fuck,
That would scare me.
dude.
If I even touch a rock, I'm high knees and out of the water.
Bro, I was telling Lemaire, I was like, dude, just come in the ocean. You're fine, man. He's like, I don't know, like there's like sharks. I'm like, there's no fucking sharks in here. We went out pretty far, like into a sandbar. And
How'd
then
you get him out far? He cannot swim.
it was waist high. It was
All right,
waist
all
high, and then it went up to your knees. There's like a really sick.
It was really dangerous to bring him out there.
Well, here's the thing. There was a guy. I was telling Lemaire, I'm like, there was a dude who went like for real, like 60 yards out. And I was like, you don't want to be the furthest guy out. That's the shark.
That's the
bait.
shark guy.
You stay just halfway through. And then and we went out to the sandbar, and after we got done at the beach, we got an Uber back. And the guy was like, "Oh, Dania Beach, there's a lot of sharks out there." I was like, "Oh fuck!" I looked it up. I was like, "Yep, great whites, dude. They migrate down during this time. They come down and chill like around there." And I was just telling him, I was like, "Oh, my bad, Lemaire,
Great whites are so spooky.
dude." I was like, "Lemaire, there's no shark." I googled. I'm like, "Great
I
whites."
saw a video of a giant hammerhead.
What?
It's like a different type of hammerhead. They're fucking massive.
Can hammerheads
Terrifying.
bite you? I feel like that's one type of shark you could kind of outmaneuver. That lame ass fucking head.
I know it is a very dumb head, but it's certainly they can bite you.
They can get you.
Yes.
I didn't know it meant all the lights were on in the room. I thought it was just like a little light.
Yeah.
That, like, you could lower it. Gardini was doing 12 minutes up front, cold audience, totally lit room.
Why? Why were the house lights on?
It was like McKeever had this idea that like you keep him up, and then when I went on, because it was like announcement, and then the lights would, that way it would like is there was going to be a gap between Sean and me for like filming purpose, some sort of filming purpose. So then like he was like the lights will drop and then that'll signify to the audience. So I was like, yeah, that sounds cool to me. I thought they were like dim and then dimmer.
Yeah.
Gardini was out there in the blistering fucking heat.
Oh my
dude.
God.
Dude. And then after I got done, he had to
everybody.
come out and do the check spot.
Oh my.
So I got done. I mean, I was a total prima donna.
No, you were.
I was a total prima donna
It was
all
your
week.
special night.
Sure, it was my special
I was
night.
happy to help.
My night's up. But dude, he was out there just people would stand up.
I was
Fighting.
brutal.
I had to watch him do it like 5 times.
Yeah.
Me and Noah sang the national anthem though. That
Yeah.
was the one nice
That's
time.
pretty sick.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
came out to the very end. I came out brothers in arms. And I was like, oh, I'll come out with you. Almost left him out to dry. I was like, saw him out there. I was like, man, I'm a little tired. I don't feel like going back out there.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I can't leave
You
him
went
like
back, dude.
I was like, I can't leave him like
Like
that.
Barcelona.
Yeah. No, we went out. It was fun. We had a little, we had some talk. Some guy was saying, he's like, dude, I fucking, I got my kid. I didn't get my kid circumcised because you said it was bad. And then like 3 weeks later, you said maybe it's not that bad of an idea. I was like, you can always wait, dude.
Great.
Yeah, I was like, you can always wait, you know? You don't have to do it right now. I told him, I'm like, if you catch him masturbating, take him right to the hospital and fucking cut
Sure.
his fucking skin off.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Just mutilate him.
Trans him.
True. Back and forth. How many times do you think you can trans back and forth before you die?
Probably like twice, dude. That's
You think you can only do it twice?
it's a pretty vicious surgery.
True.
Yeah.
Imagine getting reunited with. Can you freeze your dong just in case? No,
Should.
I think you have to turn it inside out to make
Yeah.
a vagina. Dude,
It's like sauerkraut.
Mr. Garrison, that's a cartoon, Sean. We're talking about real fucking life and real. Sean, we're talking about real Americans.
We're talking
real
about
people.
real Americans' dicks and pussies.
Talking about our United States military.
Speaking of the military, shout out to the SEALs. Let's go. They
How
came through.
How those mainland SEALs versus the West Coast SEAls?
They're good. They were the sniper boys.
Ooh,
Extra scary.
prairie fellers.
Yeah. No, they were. That's just where the training is. They're from all over.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. But it was good.
Maybe
introduced
like
you
a
to-
flex.
Yeah, like bro, don't get comfortable, man.
Yeah, that is true.
So look at
I'm
me.
getting exquisite pipe, dude. Don't get it.
Or trying to make us jealous of each other, so we step up our commitment game.
Dude, who else do you think is on that list?
For this chick, could be anybody.
Yeah.
True.
She worked at William Morris and she was like an 11. Like she was so beautiful and really
what's
nice.
William Morris? What is that?
I think it's an agency.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so she. Oh, wow, yeah.
It's the guys who
For a
own
second, I thought it was like a
WWE
law
now.
firm. I was like, I think it's an agency.
I was thinking it's one of the
Yeah.
big 5 accounting firms. I was
William
like,
Morris Endeavor.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
They own WWE and UFC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew they were big because they don't rep me. That's how I was like, must be something good, you know?
They should hook you up with the tickets.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was cool of him and cool of her. The whole story is positive, but
It's
it
all
was
love.
like
It's just
a
all
very
love. Yeah,
funny,
it's all
like
love.
modern story, you know?
Yeah, that is kind of nuts to slowly be like,
It's all love.
motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't like some gross guy that I think sucks or something. It was just like, oh, it's JD Martinez, and he's going, this
Yeah.
comedian guy that I know, you know?
Were you wrapping it up? Not to ask too much details. Were you going raw dogging or like? I just want to know how close your guys' kinship is.
Oh yeah, I don't wrap it up.
Okay, cool.
It's not my
I
style.
thought you were about to say I don't go raw. I was like,
Yeah. No.
Okay,
The
cool.
opposite.
So you guys are for real linked.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's
Forever,
awesome.
for
That's
life.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Jeff,
Dude,
you look like you wear exclusively red condoms.
yeah, condoms are crazy, dude. I can't.
don't do it.
Any adults who use them, I'm kind of like,
It's ridiculous.
the fuck. I do think it is weird. We just started giving them to kids that was like the early
know.
90s. I like just looked into the
Yeah.
condom program recently because I was trying to like get to the bottom of like just like where the party, especially like the left, just went like kind of like a little weird, and it's like whatever. It was like a response apparently to the AIDS HIV thing.
yeah.
So I was trying to figure out like when like at what point did like go from like Bill Clinton to like it is now. And I can't answer that question. I just got distracted on the school condom program. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, that was
Condom
crazy.
programs are strange.
Yeah, and
It's similar to the homeless thing where they're like, give them clean needles. I worked at this homeless shelter in Seattle. We would give them like clean needles to go do
Yeah.
drugs with.
Yeah, you'd hook them up.
And I'm like, and they were like, they're gonna find them anyway. So just guys like, I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah.
Just providing them all the shit, like it seems strange.
Yeah, an
Well, dude,
indulgence program.
apparently they said I read a book about it's called Chasing the Scream by I forget the guy's name, but what he said worked is when you do not just the needles, but they have to go to a center, and you also give them the clean tested heroin, and it takes away all of the other like thrilling aspects.
The Wags will
The
play.
Wags of Columbus will come play.
But then they saw her like, damn, he has the queen babe of the Midwest here.
No, that was the next night. That was Indianapolis.
Oh, duh, that's
That was
Indianapolis.
yeah, in the house that Caitlin built.
I forgot you're the aviator, dude. You're jumping.
Yeah, jumped.
So you were in. How long did they hang? They just came back to peek on you. Like, what was up? That's not
they
on you.
Literally just came back for a picture and then left. But I was
Oh.
It was just one of those things where I was like, "Do you guys want to hang out?" And
Yeah.
they're like, "No, we have to leave." And I was like, "You could hang out.
Good hang out. There's a giant couch right there.
Yeah, it'd be nice."
Dang, dude. So who are the Blue Jackets?
NHL.
I got you.
NHL.
That sounds like
pretty
one
sick
of those-
name though, because it's for the Union.
Is that
In
what
the
that's
Civil
for?
War? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did they change it from? The Gray Jackets?
Well, that was the Atlanta team, and they got canceled.
So they're the Union Blue Jackets.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, with like a cannon as a logo. It's pretty sight. I think they actually have like a pretend yellow jacket, like a wasp that's blue.
That's,
But
I
it's
was
about the
wondering.
Union.
I thought it was some sort of bee reference. I was like, I gotta get up on my fucking bees. I was like, what kind of what's a blue jacket?
Get up
I was
on
trying to
my
imagine
bees.
like a blue bee. I was like, I don't know if I know about that. Damn, that sounds like a good weekend.
Great weekend.
Very chill weekend.
Got to take it. Lemaire, you'll like it. We went to St. Elmo's Steakhouse in Indianapolis. And the whole time I was like, I can't wait till these guys get this fucking cocktail sauce.
Yeah, the
It's
horseradish.
devastating. I was like, I cannot wait. And then the waiter comes over and I was like, don't spoil it. And He was like, it's the hottest cocktail sauce in the world. And I was like, that was what I was talking about. The fuck?
I tried it when I was there.
Guard dog cowered it out.
You
Admit
didn't eat
you
it?
cowered it.
It's not that, dude. It
I
goes
had it
away.
No, and we kept being like, all right, dude, get it for real. We've all done it. Like,
Yeah.
I got it and almost died.
Yeah.
And then guard dog took a big one, and I was like, all right, this is it. As soon as he picks it up, 90% falls off. He's like, what? I did it.
This
It
isn't
was-
true.
and
This
everybody at
isn't
the
true.
table, everyone at the table gave you guff.
He ashed the shrimp.
And
He
now
was
he's going to, he asked.
dude, it
I must have had me
passes
about
so
6 or
fast.
7 shrimps.
You did have a lot, but you kept not putting the cocktail sauce on it.
No, it was on it.
You were glazed.
He
It
would,
was
eat,
just
he would
glazed.
take some off, and then he'd eat it and go, I'm Zendini, it doesn't affect me.
Oh,
He
man.
goes, yeah, because you're not doing it. The worst thing you want is something terrible
Dude,
to happen at a
I like
fucking
for
laser
real.
tag.
I startled the shit out of her. I was laying down behind a corner. She walked. I went, boo, 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 boo. She went, ah! I was like, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Dude, if she does give birth in a laser tag, that's America's next emperor.
Yeah, it is.
He's chosen by God.
True.
If you give birth under the artificial fog and black lights of a
That'd be
laser
awesome.
tag,
Just being that that's your first image coming out into the world.
surrounded by team fats,
I still-
everyone's sweaty with packs on.
My thing is, I'd be still racking up major points.
Yeah, bubbles.
I'd be sitting there hitting her fucking sensors while she's giving
Every
birth.
single person would be standing there going, all right, dude, it's fucking time out.
Have some fucking respect. Do it. Yo, my pack's deactivated. You can't even shoot me right now.
Matt, I shot you at the buzzer.
You betrayed.
I shot you at the
betrayed.
buzzer. It was you, me, and James standing there. They're going, 3, 2.
Probably knocked me out of fuck. I thought one of them hit me.
No, that was me. At the buzzer, I shot you. I betrayed you.
Wow.
I just want you to know, but this is me coming clean.
I appreciate you coming
Obviously,
clean.
Blazer Tag is a game of nothing but treachery.
I
There
hear
was
you.
one ultimate cheater.
Long
penis.
Just so happened to be the champion.
Bro, you cheated.
It was crazy. Bubbles
cheated.
even said so. Bubbles was watching the footage. He's like, yo, I might kick him out.
Bubbles did bring it up, so we'll see.
Yeah. He might address it. We'll see.
James, interesting technique.
Yeah, James is a big
Just
hiding
fucking
behind the slot
stinking
kind
like
of guy.
shit.
Yes, I blind my enemies with body odor. That's my great. I did find something out. So I think the reason there was a corner in the top, and if you try and shoot across the whole arena, it looks like you're shooting somebody, but then you don't actually get to tag him. And I asked the guy I asked Bubbles, and he said a lot of top professional players do notice that. Felt pretty good.
A lot of professionals.
He said there's 2 lasers. There's an invisible laser that does the hitting, and it doesn't work at distance. So where you two were, if you're shooting people on the other side, you're not getting points for it. That's why you send the laser
Dude,
hit 'em.
I was wondering.
I was wondering. I knew there was a
tagging
glitch because I was definitely killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
coming
was
for you.
tagging.
Now you
dude.
know. Now we
We're
know
splitting
that
teams.
long
Go on
distance
your
doesn't work
ass,
the
you
same
get-
way.
Close quarters.
The new rules, though, if somebody is running, you are allowed to tackle.
Yeah, for sure.
trip or tackle.
Trip or tackle for
And
sure.
if they're laying on their stomach, you can step on their
If
backs.
you're running, T2 is gonna walk over the way you are.
Make an illusion. Obviously, Campbell's fucking goat ass is like, oh, by the way. And he just expounds on it. I've just been in absolute fucking heaven, dude.
Really?
He's like, and then the main character turns back.
That
it's
sucks.
like, dude, it's so sick.
You gotta read a book to read a book.
You gotta read a book to
Miss
understand
me
the
with
book.
that book.
No, dude, it's so good. Dude, the whole again, I have no understanding. I have a pitiful understanding of it, but it's like the book is about Finnegan's Wake is about I didn't know it's about the guy who he's like an eternal. It's based on like an Irish mythological figure who's like up on a ladder, falls and dies, and he's coming back to life. That's like the kind of like ballad or whatever. But then they like tie that into like the death and resurrection Jesus myth with these 4 quadrants. You know how they have like the Kali Yuga kind of thing?
No.
Where it's like hard times make soft man, soft man, make blah, blah, blah. There's a Western version of that where it's basically like primal stuff. Or it's like a theocracy, then a king, then they goes to democracy. And after every democracy, they rise to the top. And literally every civilization crumbles. Break
out.
time for the gas, man.
Time out from the game.
Hold on, guys. Okay.
Yeah, for the record, that was Oscar Wilde, not James Joyce.
That sounded like some Oscar Wilde bullshit, if
Yeah.
I'm being honest. James Joyce. I mean, actually, it's funny because that he kind of could not. He doesn't cover that specifically, but so in the book, it's like it's based on Finnegan's Wake, but also the main character is like I didn't know the city of Dublin is like shaped on a hill that's kind of like resembles an old. They say like a giant is sleeping in the ground that like they're like his head's on one side of the city and his feet's on the other side. So he's writing a novel about that guy who's like a giant in the ground, but then it's going to be really hard to explain, but he gives forth 2 sons that are kind of like the classic Cain and Abel.
gives forth.
He gives forth.
He gives forth 2 sons.
Him, HCE and
Love
ALP.
when you talk about books.
Dude, it's so sick. But there's like these 2 brother figures. So like Jesus Christ. I have a poor understanding, but basically the guy is not Finnegan's Wake. Finnegan's coming back to life and they go, Finnegan, rest. We have a new father. And then it's this guy who's like apparently also a hill, but who's also a guy. She like does something kind of perverted in a park to this young girl. He gets Me Too'd basically.
What?
Yeah, he gets Me Too'd. There's these fucking hot ladies, and it's all about how like man is always going to fall to the sniz. That's like the one theme. Like it's going to happen. Man's going to.
He's fucking right.
You need to stand and O to pass out. I need a standing O. I can't. It's rain. You hear the trickles.
Obviously, rain. Maybe across the room in a hotel.
Oh, there you
Is
go.
that fucking applause?
With some distance, it sounds like applause. Because you can hear the trickles.
Yeah.
That's maybe a babbling brook.
I'm going to have to switch it up. Get some thunder in there or something.
Yeah, true. We say.
Dazzled by these splendidly mounted princes, as the Times called them, few observers had eyes for the ninth king. He to achieve greatness as a man. Despite his great height and perfect horsemanship.
There's nothing wrong with listening to that at bedtime.
Dude, that could trigger an exorcism. Yeah, I've done that. I've done the audiobook at nighttime, and it's like, what is this?
What are you listening to?
Fine.
It's about how World War I started. I want to have a better understanding.
How long are you still
So we
listening?
don't fucking fall into it again.
Yeah. Are you still listening to that? Like, yes, it's fucking on. I'm still listening to it.
Oh, I had a fucking bug crawl across me. In the middle of the night. You know this is one of my deepest fears.
Yeah, what happened?
It fucking woke me up. The thing was huge.
Was it in the hotel?
No, it was in, It literally went up the side, and I was like, "No!" I
Are you
woke
serious?
up. Yeah,
And it wasn't like a night.
I don't think it was a night.
hallucination?
I felt it. It like woke me up. I could feel it on me.
What kind of bug? What kind of creepy crawler?
I
are you
didn't
talking?
get to see the crawler, which was made for a worse evening
It's
because
at-
then I
it's-
was
it's at large.
flashlight out,
Oh, no.
looking under the blankets. So what are you doing? I was like, I didn't want to tell her. I couldn't be like
Yeah.
a giant spiders in our bed
No way.
because there has been a giant spider in the pool house.
That'd be a hot new cuck genre where Spider just fucking literally laser
Spider
tags
crawls
your
in
wife.
your bed? Yeah.
Spider just runs.
Spider, no.
Spider. They just hold the camera like, yeah, Spider.
And then you
fucking,
suck the cream pie.
Oh fuck! I need you to fart, Spider. Oh fuck, dude. You love that fucking smell, babe. I'm not having fun anymore.
It's not even that fun. Me and Adam and James had a nice date yesterday.
Ooh, what'd you do?
We went and saw Friendship, the new.
Oh yeah, you said it was
bro,
good.
It's the funniest. It's gonna be the funniest movie. When's it come out? May. Well, I'm looking forward to May.
I can't wait to see it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that again. That was
Friendship and French Onion Boys.
no. Don't tell them.
One time
that,
where we used to
sorry.
like while people were showering, we would fuck with them in my freshman dorm, and we like one time yanked the curtain open, and the dude was just standing there with a full on rager. We were like, oh.
Yeah, that's what would have happened to me if they were to breach it. That would have happened to me.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, I've tried to come up with a million arguments for why I'm having a boner in the shower, and there's no. It's just you're busted, bro.
Water felt good.
Leave me alone.
So relaxed.
There's a like a kind of like a noise pattern. If you're beating off in the shower, the water falls in a very specific way.
Yeah,
that you got to try to like at least turn
you
your
gotta
back.
avoid that.
You got to turn your back to it. But then you're like, well, I want the warmth,
Yeah.
so I can simulate fellatio. So
It's tricky.
you got to watch it because it's like the water falls in like little torrential
Yeah.
drops. But yeah, you know, all our brothers, dude, stay strong out there, dude. Keep
Praying
it
for
underground. Keep it underground, dude. It's the revolution, dude.
It will not be televised. Occasionally, it almost gets televised. And you have to scamper.
I told you I spun the last time I got caught into some SEX though.
Yes.
I just fully owned it and was like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm getting erotic in here. Excuse me. I'm all worked up, man. Help me out. Help a brother out here. Help a brother out here. I should have done the Uncle Sam yell. What are you doing in there? Don't do it in there, young man.
You must be out your damn mind.
Your wife will be awake any minute.
You love the Super Bowl performance.
I thought it was underwhelming. I really did.
Yeah, it was.
I had, you know, did I kind of want to see it go poorly? I think there was part of me genuinely that, you know, I was hating.
Not as
But-
much as they were hating.
They were hating hard, bro.
That was the most hate.
That was fucking.
It was the most hate possible.
It was some really. I didn't understand all the symbology under it, dude. I,
mean,
didn't
it's
know.
so deep.
I didn't know whose exes were there.
The X's were there because it was like a PlayStation, and this is a game.
Oh shit.
You ever think about that,
Oh shit,
bro? His chain was an A minor.
I was trying to figure out. I thought it was his middle initial. A minor.
Yeah.
Oh, also, actually, kind of technically, it was a lowercase a. A minor is. There's like an actual notation for A minor. You can do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like
I
a
thought
musical.
the lowercase a would be the A minor.
No, there'd be a tiny little m. That's technically A minor. That's just a lowercase a. That's just a little a. But maybe it's even deeper. There's probably some shit I'm not even seeing.
I don't know anything about keys at all.
Yeah, or like secret fucking pedophile hieroglyphs.
Well, then the A minor doesn't.
Why-
Maybe I got that symbology wrong.
Where I'm sitting and you're taking up.
Drives me crazy.
That'll chat my ass. But yeah, I've been trying to chill in Plains though. You can. There's so many battles.
Yes.
Like with like lining up. It's like you try to line up. Someone comes from this way, or
Yeah, you go. It's a line.
I know. There's so many
They'll
little
pretend to
battles.
not understand lines.
Yeah. Or people just do the massive. Like it'll get people and it'll be like people hit the horizontal line, and then it'll just become a crowd, and then
Yeah.
it's like, well, I don't want to be like, excuse me, and like edging in, and then
If you know you're boarding group 6, why are you in the fucking way while people are trying to board 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5?
because you want to both 6 is life or death, because then you want to be the very first person in 6, because only one of you is going to get overhead space.
Yeah.
So that's where the battle comes in. But yeah, it turns into a clusterfuck.
They're like first class, and then literally there's people just standing there, just wait, and you're like, can you move a little, make a lane for
yeah.
the?
Make a lane.
It's annoying. Well, I think my biggest battle on airplanes is the flight attendants. That's who my battle's with. They're mean now.
They've gotten so mean, dude.
What
They've
is
gotten-
why are you angry with us?
I don't know. They've gotten. I was on there recently, and my wife, like in the morning on a morning flight, snapped her nail on accident, like fucked it up. And she just asked. The lady was busy doing stuff. She said, "Hey, when you get a minute, can I get a Band-Aid? Like
Sure.
no rush, blah blah blah." And the lady's like, "I'll have to go to the back." And she was like,
Whatever you need.
"Okay, like like take your time, no rush. Get the plane seated. We don't. This isn't like bleeding or anything." And the lady was just like heavy sigh, does her thing, and then after the plane was all seated, I was like, "Yo, can I get that Band-Aid, please?" Very nicely. Well, I was like,
Sure.
where the fuck's our Band-Aid? Dude, she literally went, and then walked to the back to get the Band-Aid. And I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
dude, what was all that
It
about?
makes no
What the
sense.
fuck? But I've heard they don't get paid until the break
in the
gets
air.
released and the plane moves backwards.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit when they get paid.
I think that's terrible,
They
dude.
suck.
Why don't they get paid
They
until...
think they're plane police.
Yeah, some of them are nasty, especially during COVID. That
Oh,
was
it drives
kind
me
of tough.
crazy.
That was tough. That was annoying. Now that like COVID's not happening and they're not like now letting you get that like breath of fresh air through your
Yeah.
nose, I'm like, whatever. I'm putting it all behind
They'll
us.
like yell at. I'll check. For the overhead space, I'll open the thing, and she'll be like, "If it's closed, it means it's full." And I was like, I see people mindlessly close these things all the time.
And that's not true. There's often a lot of space available.
Sometimes
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
put mine in and just close it to see if it closes. I'll leave it closed, and there's 2 extra.
Yeah, they don't need to do that. I don't understand. I guess they're like repeating the same scenario over and over, but they still don't have to. Like, I don't understand why. Like TSA does that.
Yeah.
They'll be like, it's not. It's like, dude, you don't have to yell. I'm right here.
Right.
You don't have to yell at me. I don't know the rules.
It's
They
a
change every
it's
time
like
here.
a disease of like if it's obvious to you, you think.
Chipotle get caught being racist.
What do you like? What were they
The
just hiding,
portions. They were being racist with
like,
the
on
portions. Yes.
What, they're giving the honkies small portions?
Yes. I swear to God. I don't know. I don't know if
I
it was.
didn't need an article or a court case. I lived it. I
survived.
lived it.
You
And I had a
survived.
march. I arranged a march. We did Selma across the bridge by 30th Street Station in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Equal scoops or
ERC
equal racism.
resume. ERC resume testing investigation finds racial disparities at Chipotle restaurants.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro.
You guys took from us.
We got the lick
everything,
back.
dude. You took Chipotle.
It's such a small lick.
No, that's
Hold on,
devastating.
never mind.
Chipotle affects
Sorry,
my life
sorry. I
constantly.
gotta be fair. This is not about portions. This is about there being way more white managers at Chipotle. I take that back. Hold on.
You saw that article and we're like, I know it's about
No,
portions.
I swear to God, I saw.
Matt, I
Oh, here we
believe you
go.
100%. They definitely fuck us on the portions.
Dude, maybe it's not Chipotle, but I swear to God, one of those like build your own things came under investigation because they were giving white people less portions. I swear to God. I swear to God.
You head into
Allegedly
you
on
head into
Chipotle.
a Sweet Green in Philly. God bless. Good luck, dude.
What do you mean?
They're gonna fuck you in your face. You're gonna stand there and go, "I got extra chicken." They're gonna go,
Yeah.
"There's one more piece."
Well, I
the
would
fuck
mad
outta
dog them
here.
and go make it triple then, and just be like, let's get the meat going. I'm not bragging, but if it's like a slightly older fat black lady, I can definitely massage some extra portions. I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at go. Oh, God bless. On the first one, you go, God bless you. Oh man, God bless you. Then they'll hit you. Like, can I get double? They hit you with double. You go, oh my God, you're the best. Thank you so much. Because I faced discrimination as well.
Yeah.
While at the other side of the counter and being like, now I really gotta, you gotta sing and dance for them to get your portion.
That's what a white man has to do to get a portion. It's like a jungle.
Can a white man
sometimes.
get his macros?
Let a white man get his fucking protein.
I really hope I got this right about Chipotle.
I mean,
Allegedly.
it is Chipotle, dude.
I know. Sweet Green's dude, it's like a teaspoon of
Don't order
meat.
Sweet Green. Don't order. You got to go in the
You gotta
building
go
to
in.
get it.
gotta-
I've ordered Sweet Green and gotten just lettuce.
This is my personal endorsement. I can't stop touching my smooth penis.
Yeah, once I shave my sack, I rub it.
Let's
raw.
just say it takes me back. If your dad
Is that in there? Takes me back to when I was a youth, smashing my penis in the shower.
if your dad already has his grooming routine down, hook him up with gay dad. Hook him up with your Manscaped Boxers 2.0 or some new shower gel to get things squeaky clean. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code drenched at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code drenched. Make this Father's Day one he won't forget with Manscaped.
Fucking think about it. Guys, are you looking for the perfect Father's Day gift? How about you get him a Wi-Fi connected digital picture frame from Aura? I'm going to get Phil one with a preloaded photo of men's butts. They wrote that. That was actually really funny.
Did they write that?
Yeah, shout out Aura for that.
Good job, Laura.
Name the #1 best digital picture frame by Wirecutter, The Strategist, and Wired. Aura frames are guaranteed to make dad and grandpa smile every fucking day of their shitty lives. No USB ports, no SD cards, no hassle. These frames are simple to load, simple to set up. With the free unlimited storage, you can add photos and videos from any device instantly from anywhere in the world throughout the Aura app.
Get Phil on
That's so nice.
Get dudes' butts and then like just pictures of like they do on like TV of like starving children. Just starving children, dudes' butts.
If you can Wi-Fi send if you can send these, yes, this is actually really great. Get everyone in the family with the free app, and they can send photos from the trip to Texas while you're still in fucking where you eating barbecue. Come on. Oh my goodness, Matt. Not while I'm in the middle of this. Right now, Aura has a great deal for Father's Day. Listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com/MSP. That's AURA frames.com/MSSP. Use code MSSP to get up to $30 off and free shipping on their best-selling frames. This deal ends on June 18th, so don't wait. Terms and conditions apply. Matt, if you cut the cheese one more time while I'm trying to fucking read these things, you better quit cutting cheese. Back to the show. That was an intense.
It was crazy, dude.
I think we only had two.
One more. Yeah, Shane, we were brought to you by Bird Dog Shorts. Did you know Bird Dogs do the exact same thing Lululemon you shoot in the air? Or was it that was?
I think that's the locker room,
That's
but
locker
they
room.
probably did. I left before I think things got real crazy.
Dude, and that coach, where did he coach before? The guy for the Eagles.
Sirianni, I think it was with the Colts. I think it was like an offensive coordinator. I think.
And how long's he been there for the Eagles?
This is year 3.
Dude, 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 win.
Yeah. They're gonna have to stop talking shit.
Yeah, dude. Reed.
Yeah. He was an IUP guy. He coached at Indiana.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I think there's like 3 guys on the staff that were from IUP.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude,
PSAC is in the
good
house.
for him, man. That's got to be crazy. I liked watching when the Gatorade got poured on him, and you could tell he was like,
Yeah.
he
take
was
it
soaking
in.
wet with Gatorade. At one point, he did like a
Yeah.
little like kind of prayer thing. It was just like, oh, it's
Yeah.
like, bro, that's all they
Because,
want,
bro, week fucking after the end, last season ended in complete disaster. They
Yeah.
were 10-1 and then lost every game.
Yeah.
And then this year they started out 2-2 with some bad fucking losses, and people were starting to really get on him and be like, "We're gonna have to fire him." So like for the next like 4 weeks, maybe 5, everyone was just waiting for him to lose 1 game, and he would probably have been close.
You get fired that fucking fast?
Yeah,
I guess if you have like, I guess there's a world of fucking coaches, and you can just be like, all right, buddy, get out.
especially because he inherited a
Super
very
Bowl.
good team
Yeah.
and went straight to the Super Bowl his first year. And when coaches do that, they usually don't get credit for that.
I got you. That makes
know?
sense. So he had somewhat of a building year the year after that.
And then the year after was like, all right, let's see what he does. And they fucking exploded. They
Yeah.
were terrible.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, he was on the hot seat a little. Then
He's good.
he's the bro.
Do you think there's a chance they're the new Chiefs, that they'll go back and try to get it again?
I do.
Yeah.
I think there's a strong chance. They
sick.
get a lot of guys back.
That's what they say. They're
Yeah.
not losing anybody, are they?
They're going to lose some key defensive pieces,
Okay.
but I hope maybe they won't lose them. They're just up for free agency.
Okay.
Contracts, I think, should be all right.
They might be the most hateable dynasty, though. Philly becomes like a Chiefs era,
Be
Chief
the
type
funniest dynasty of all
Oh
time.
my god, dude!
It'd be the funniest.
Philadelphia is going to look like fucking Aleppo.
Philadelphia is going to be bad, dude.
They got to stop destroying the
I
city.
was jealous. I mean, even being at the Super Bowl was obviously where you want to be,
Yeah.
but Philly would have been fun.
So fun to be there. Although, dude, I'm telling you, last time when I was there, I was like right on Broad Street. My house was like 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
And it was too much, man. I'm like just watching people just start wrecking shit. I was just like, this is fucking annoying. It was pissing me
Yeah.
off. They got to stop fucking breaking the city.
Sometimes you got to.
Dude, they were like flipping fucking cars, dude. It's crazy.
How else are you going to make an omelet?
That's true.
You have to break a couple eggs here.
That's true. Although, I mean, that is just part and parcel, man. Otherwise, yeah, you are just Chiefs fans, just like, oh, we'll get them next
Yeah.
year. Yeah, true. You got to bleed. If you bleed green, you bleed green. It is what it is.
There's nothing we can do about it.
But well, the worst part is now they're like, now it's like it's something that gets attention online. So now people are like, yes, we gotta
yeah,
we gotta
yeah.
ramp this up even
Yeah.
more. I'm gonna break a window. It's like, dude, don't do it, dude.
I'm gonna go viral committing a crime. It's gonna be my face. I'm gonna share it.
But yeah, that was I think that was. I'll be excited to see what Kendrick Lamar does, because he seems like he'll be pretty content to just kind of fade out and be like, I won, beat
Yeah,
you.
he goes away for a while.
Yeah, I beat
most
you.
of the time.
That's gonna be it, man.
It better not be. That's kind of a fucking lame ass.
No, that's beating the video game. Be like, I'm done. Bye. Sorry, I'm fucking. I'm
No, I
done.
want no rematch. That was it. I called it. No rematch. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like if you want to be the best ever, if you're fucking,
Yeah.
if your one thing is beating a guy in a rap battle and then going, I'm done.
Well, that's to be fair, he did have like a lot of people liked him. I was always kind
I
of like,
loved Kendrick Lamar.
I was always like, meh. I didn't.
Yeah.
It just wasn't for me.
He's so good. I mean,
He's great, of course. He's
Yeah.
a super successful, talented guy. But it was just, I was always like, whatever. And then, but then I didn't realize he'd been away for so long. And then I guess he came back. He was summoned back, and then for him, that is sweet to be kind of chilling. Like, I don't know. And then just be like, oh, yep,
yeah.
top of the game. But it all happened, dude. It was funny because like
My manager was like, you should take Gerben. He loves golf.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that hang is going to suck dick. And I
are you
called
gonna
him
do?
because he loves golf. So I
Yeah,
called him
yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, bro, I got us tickets to the Masters on Sunday, that's the day.
sick. Yeah.
And he was like, oh my God, thank you, Wall. And I was like, all you have to do is drink 6 beers.
It's fair.
And
He's
he
been
was
practicing.
like, and he was like, I can't do it.
What?
I can't.
I
I
thought
don't
he's
know
been
what to
practice-
tell
I
you.
thought
I
he's been
can't do
practicing
it. He
drinking
was
beers.
practicing. He does drink. He's just a little fuck.
What?
Everybody I talk to like, yeah, Gerben was wrecked. I saw him. And like, that fucking asshole won't drink with me.
Why?
He does every single time. He always drinks with me.
Yeah, you're gonna get
But
him
he's
to do it.
always a little reluctant baby.
Yeah, I can't do
I can't do it with you, Shane.
I thought he was drinking 2 beers a night and
He
practicing.
was drinking 3 Bud Lights and watching the Phillies. That was last baseball season. I'm sure this baseball season, especially the Phils are off to a red
Yeah, so
hot
what's going
start.
on with him?
He's just being a baby. He just does that.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like his nature
Yeah.
to be like, I'll take you to the Masters if you drink a 6-pack of light beer throughout the day. It's like 6 hours.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I just can't. And I don't want to bring you down. I know you're going to have fun on the trip. And
He's got to do
I was
it.
like, you have 1 hour to respond. And I hung up. And then he never responded. So I was like, you're coming. I got you the ticket.
That's so
He
fucking
called my
funny.
bluff.
That's so funny.
So me and Gerby
Just-
babies at the Masters.
I know,
I had to
dude.
buy outfits.
Oh yeah, you can't.
I had
Just,
to buy. Yeah, I can't wear. You can't wear this.
Where do you got to wear? Like a polo? Like a,
you gotta
wear
kind of
golf
wear.
clothes.
Yeah, you got. I just gotta find pants.
Yeah.
that aren't jeans.
Go to Dick's.
I'll go to Dick's Sporting
Yeah,
Goods.
get some golf pants, some Dick's.
I ordered a bunch of Under Armour golf gear, but I hope it's not skin tight because
Ooh.
I'm not wearing tight pants and walking around all day in fucking Georgia.
I didn't even think about it from that angle.
Yeah,
When you said the Masters, I didn't think you'd maybe be walking around in tight pants in Georgia the whole time.
yeah. I think it'll actually be nice weather though.
Probably.
Can you look that up?
Yeah, check.
Augusta weather Sunday.
Oh, dude, just having that loom over the Gerbs though all day of just the eyes.
He's
hitting
going to be
his-
so. He's
hitting
going
his
to be.
cup and
I'm going to
going,
make sure I ruin this experience. I'm bringing him there to ruin the Masters. 69.
Oh, that's gonna be perfect.
That's good fucking steak and beans weather, honestly. I might treat myself to some steak and beans down Augusta way.
I mean, you might as well take the
If
shot.
you think I'm not eating beans at the Masters and then hitting a fucking Irish space shuttle, yeah. Did you hear Billy and Spud talking about your dad used to call porta potties Irish space shuttles? Irish space shuttles is so fucking funny. Yeah, I bet the Masters has good shuttles.
Oh, probably. They
It's
probably
probably
got those
pristine.
trailers. Yeah, they probably got the trailers.
I don't know though. It's a lot of fucking people out there.
Yeah, you're
People
right.
get wrecked at the Masters. Isn't it supposed to be like
I would imagine, dude. Dude, golfers are, no offense to them, but total degenerates.
for sure?
So they're going to be, people are going to be getting fucking hammered.
But I'm sure they are. But I feel like that's the one. It's like, I don't know if it's going to be like Kentucky Derby where everyone just gets dressed up and gets fucking obliterated.
Yeah.
I feel like golfers, this is Mecca.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a genuine,
True.
but in honor to honor the golf gods, you do get wrecked. But I'm sure they're very strict about it there.
What'd they say?
This says you're allowed to drink, of course, at the Masters, but it couldn't be more opposite than the Waste Management Invitational.
Yeah, the
which
Waste
is
Management's
boozy one.
intentionally you just get fucked up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's awesome. They build like a stadium around the course.
And they just get fucking
Like
hammered.
they build like big stands.
Oh, like
yeah,
NASCAR looking thing?
kind of, yeah, on certain holes. I think the
What?
17th. I think the 17th at the Waste Management.
What's the waste management thing? That's just like a tournament?
Just a PGA tournament in Phoenix.
Dang.
Or down, yeah.
So
People go nuts there.
people get probably quiet. I mean, dude, those like scotch and sodas are probably going around. You'll see a lot of red
For sure.
faces. Yeah. Towards the end of it, people are going to be probably pretty shitty. But you got to be quiet. That's the problem. So you can't. Yeah, so fucking
Steve, drink a fucking beer. You fucking pussy.
And do you move? Like if you're the crowd at the Masters,
Yeah, you
just
gotta
move
walk around. Yeah.
hole to hole.
Some people post up.
Fuck. Apparently, the soil if you get a bonsai, the soil they give it to you in is bullshit. They give you like fucking nonsense soil. So then I'm fucking freaking out. I'm putting it in this window, putting it in this window. The leaves keep falling out. Finally, I just put it outside. Dude, the thing just flourished, bounced back. Did all this research. It said Chinese elms can take the frost. It's perfect. So it's flourishing, and then like winter came.
Summertime, it chills.
Leaves
a little.
fell. No, dude, this thing's dead. But then,
You just kept it.
but here's the deeper story: is the elm when I was doing everything I could, and it was just the stuff was falling. I let it out to the elements, and it flourished, and then it died. And
Oh, that's all right. Everything dies.
well, the winter time, I think they'd snap it out. But yeah, if you get a bonsai, man, get it out of that plant immediately. Then you have to replant them in the spring. You can't just replant them.
When I bought it for you, and then it came with like a full like course on how to maintain it, and I
Dude.
was like, maybe this is some shit Matt would like.
I love bonsai trees, but
Yeah.
I love the idea of them. I've learned.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
So much fucking
Even
work.
learning anything about
Well,
a fucking plant.
My thing is, the problem with it is like you can experiment with different plants, and if it dies, it dies. The bonsai is such a high ticket item.
Yeah.
I was freaking out trying to fucking do it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna transplant it. And they're like, you got to transplant it in the spring, it'll die. And I'm like, fuck. I was panicking for
Well, I
like a month.
appreciate you putting in that effort.
I was panicking for a month. But yeah, the funny story is like I did have that bonsai ready to tell a story about it and be like, yeah, and I put it out and it flourished. So now where's it now? Like, it's dead.
It did die, but
But dude, that was, for me, I was like, that was cool. When I put it outside and it just started budding, I was like,
you just strike me as a bonsai guy.
I am a
got
bonsai guy.
I was like, I got the perfect gift.
I am a bonsai. I was talking to Brittany.
Nobody buys a bonsai tree for a friend.
Nobody.
I was like, I got fucking Spud, the Lord of the Rings axe.
Yep.
Billy, the autograph Trump.
Yep.
Bonsai tree.
You were right. You were
Lemaire.
absolutely right.
What would you get, Lemaire? If you could get it, a man who has everything.
Let me see. I mean, it'd be definitely.
The brand new edition of Street Fighter would have been nice.
He
but I
got it
know you
already. He's
have
already got.
that.
Yeah, he's got everything. Yeah, he's got fucking everything. I would get
Oh,
Lemaire.
I'm gonna get you a Steam Deck right now. You can have it.
Oh.
You want that Steam Deck?
Do I have to lift 265? I fucking crush
You have to lift
Yes.
265 and see that. I was
Yes.
thinking getting him like a very high end girlfriend experience,
That's pretty good.
like a weekend long
A
girlfriend.
weekend
experience.
prostitute,
Yeah,
but like a good one. Who's your favorite porn star?
Right now,
Ooh,
Mini
you knew
Stallion. I
the
like
answer
Mini
and then you
Stallion
got
right now.
afraid.
Mini Stallion.
Mini Stallion?
Mini Stallion. Yeah, and she's like 4'10". And there's also another girl named XXX Dark. She's
What?
the best. Well, her name's
let me see. Let me see.
Oh,
What are you talking about, dude?
Lemaire, that's a
Man.
girl.
No, that's a woman. That's a woman, dude.
She's
Her
4'10".
name's Mini Stallion?
Mini Stallion, yeah, like a little horse.
She's not legal
That's a
Midge.
queen, dude.
Mini Stallion.
She's a true queen.
brother.
Oh my god!
Matt looked at porn.
I already saw. I've seen porn. I've seen porn.
I've seen porn.
I've seen porn. Honestly, I'll be honest, dude. It hasn't. It doesn't have the grip on me. I feared it was going to have.
That's all I've ever wanted for you, Matt.
No, it doesn't have that.
Dude, that's
Let me say. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Shout out Mini Stallion. They keep putting her with giant dudes, though. I think.
She doesn't.
She's got cum in her butt.
You went too far. Yeah, you went too far.
She's a collab independent, so she doesn't. She's out her own.
I don't know what you just said.
She collaborates and she's independent, so she's putting out her own mixtapes, dude.
So she's hunting down.
Yeah. She knows what she's about.
She's Captain Ahab.
Yeah, it's Cap, dude. It's Cap.
You want to see what I was looking at?
Yeah.
I was looking at some Mini Stallions myself today.
Damn,
how nice is that?
That's awesome. Real Shetlands.
That's
helps you celebrate, helps you express yourself. It helps you take a break. That is amazing. Talk about what game/activity I'd play with friends. Guys, I don't know why they keep making me talk about this. This is like my deep personal life. But me and my friends, we all take the bottle and I hide it. Usually like we'll take turns. Like if me and my friends are hanging out, one of us has a bottle of Mountain Dew down their pants. So every time I see my friends, we like shake hands. I'm like, you got the dew on you? And like sometimes I'm just grabbing their penis. I'm like, I thought you'd have the dew. My bad. But every now and again, one of us will be bricked up, but with the Mountain Dew, and we'll pull it out and we just drink it out of each other's flies. It's pretty funny. Guys, the mountain is calling. You should answer. Grab your friends, grab an ice cold Mountain Dew wherever refreshing beverages are sold, and do the dew. You can see this. Contractual purposes. Bang. Lay your eyes on that. Hey guys, real quick, I know, just another quick advertisement. Lucy is made for your nicotine routine and delivered straight to your door. It's 100% pure nicotine and always tobacco-free. Lucy isn't like every other nicotine pouch company that's owned by Big Tobacco. They're like the mom and pop shop of pouches. Have you heard about Breakers? They are nicotine pouches with an extra surprise. Each pouch holds a capsule that can be broken open to release extra flavor and hydration. If you know your pouches, you know that the nicotine doesn't hit instantly. And neither does the flavor. The geniuses at Lucy came up with a brilliant way to fix both those problems. They put a mini liquid capsule inside each Breaker's pouch. That is amazing, dude. I like to get the liquid real warm in my mouth, crunch down and go, ugh. Let's level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/drenched and use the promo code DRENCHED to get 20% off your first order. Lucy has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Again, that's lucy.co and use code DRENCHED to get 20% off. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for children. Just kidding. They're only for adults of legal age, and every product is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. The holidays are all about connecting with loved ones, and there's no better way to do that than with a digital picture frame from Aura. Wirecutter called it the best digital photo frame. Amazing. You can upload your favorite pics of the family to one frame and relive all those happy moments again. Or share big news, like a new addition to the family maybe? What pictures do you and your family love sharing? It could be cute selfies, vacation pics, or funny photos. I love when my mom will send me very cute selfies every now and again. I go, Mom, you look so attractive right now. I'm so happy for you, Mom. Who are you going to gift this frame to? What big surprise do you have planned? I'm going to send some, I don't know if you know what boudoir photography is. I'm going to do some boudoir. It's when you go in black and white and you like, it's very sexual. I'm going to send it to my parents, but it's not like pornographic at all. It's very tasteful and just very erotic. I'm going to go black and white, just me on the sheets. Just leaving everything to just a tiny cloth over my tiny penis and send it to my parents. And if that's not personal enough, you can upload a video message to play on the frame as soon as they plug it in. So the first thing they hear is your voice and how much you love them all. Save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver mat frames by using promo code MSSP at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code MSSP. This deal is exclusive to listeners, so get yours now in time for the holidays. Terms and conditions apply.
Wait, so how do you? I don't know if you guys want to even talk about this, but do you have to get like surgery to get rid of it, or
no? You can't.
Or just wait.
You can.
Last time I had one, I had to go. It was I was hanging out with Shane and Tony, and they were doing a thing for Next in Line, not the NFL, whatever NIL deals, and like it was just so big. I was just sitting on it, and it fucking.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, I
Hey,
went to
Pop.
the hospital. I went to the urgent care.
Yeah.
And I like popped in the urgent care. So the guy was like, "Luckily, it popped before I had to do anything." It was like crazy.
Yeah, I
'cause,
feel
like,
real lucky, Doc. Thanks.
Yeah, he was just like squeezing my ass the whole time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm such a bitch about these kind of things. Like,
Dude, it hurts.
I just was washing my ass too thoroughly,
yeah.
so it was just dry. But it was so
Oh.
itchy that I was like, I've got to go to a professional. You know, I'm
That's
40
crazy.
now. I want to see what's going on. And he was like, you're washing your ass too much. Like,
What's
too-
your ass watching regimen?
Well, I would just get in the shower. I would just use like shower gel or soap to just wash. Make
Walking up
Thanks
the
for being a
ramp.
man and admitting it.
I started walking up the ramp
Sad.
like 30 seconds before, and then it was 5 minutes
You were up
warning.
the ramp. You shot me from the ramp. I watched you do it. yeah, I did.
No,
he
I
got
did
like
go up the ramp.
defensively. That was weird.
I was just trying to be joking.
You went
around.
early?
Oh, it
You
was
went up
funny?
early?
I thought it was funny.
Sean, well, that's not how the blue team does it, dude.
That's not blue
I know,
stuff.
but it was. I thought it'd be fun.
I thought about it. I was tempted, but I waited. That guy
I
was
got
like,
stuck in that corner. I
know,
couldn't
that
get up
corner
that
was
far.
nice, though.
I kept trying to go to that ramp.
corner was nice.
True.
Corner was nice.
The
It
guy
a
was
trap
policing
door.
the ramp too. I was like, I'd be like, I'm taking it, and I would see that guy and be like, fuck.
Next time I'm putting bubbles in there, getting him on the ramp. Anyway, what else is going on?
Not much, man. I'm fuck. What else is going on, dude? How was SNL? You could
There we go.
talk about that.
I got that.
There we go.
It was
After a week in laser tag.
yeah. Laser tag is more important. It was easier the second time.
That's nice.
But the one thing that sucks is you know what's coming the second time. So the first time you go through and you're like, all right, Monday, that was easy. Tuesday, that was easy. And then all of a sudden you do everything on Friday. You film all those pre-recorded sketches. You film. Yeah. So you're there. We had to get there at like 6 a.m. So you got to like pick up at 5:30 and then you get done at fucking 2 a.m.
And then you got to do the real thing.
And then you wake up the next day.
Oh, why do they do it that way?
I don't know.
That sounds like it's why not? Yeah, do that
Yeah, I have
first.
no idea.
Rest up.
Yeah.
Maybe just to get you jacked up and like juiced up.
I don't know.
Get you, you know.
It was actually. I mean, it doesn't matter how late you stay up. When you do the rehearsal live,
Yeah.
it's the scariest. If they ever showed that monologue I did,
Oh yeah.
it's fucking nuts out there. Oh fuck! It's the most nervous I've ever been. And then the real show, I was uncomfortably not nervous.
That's a good idea.
I was like, oh, this isn't good.
yeah, giving you the run through is a genuinely
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah,
I
every
think about
sketch you're
that.
nervous. You're like, fuck, I can't read.
That's dude. That
just
reading
gotta
off the
read.
card. I've talked to people before. Like, yeah, you can read off a card. I'm like, dude, I can hardly read books to my kids.
You gotta
I'm like,
read the card like you're telling a joke.
That's
You
tough.
gotta like know. I don't know. And then they change the lines in between rehearsal and the real show.
I'll tell you what I would do. I would fuck
just
the
new
first.
lines.
I'd fuck the first card up immediately, and I'd think about it the rest of the time, and I'd fuck up every single card after that. That's my prediction.
For sure.
That's what I would
That's
do.
what, so we did rehearsal and we did another Jamaican church sketch, and I think I fucked it up so bad they were like, "It's not that good." What? Yeah, that's what happened. You do a sketch and then they're like, "All right, we're not going to use that," and you're like, "Fuck, that was my fault," because that was definitely funny.
Nah, they shouldn't have went back to the well. The Jamaican well.
I liked the
I
Jamaican
know.
well.
It's fucking,
I love it.
It's funny every single time.
Exactly right.
So they had the Jamaican part too.
They did have Jamaican part too, and I think I fucked it up. I can't, you know,
Nah, you never.
they're
know.
not going to tell you.
You never know.
But
You should get on like an M.R. vibe, dude.
what's that?
M.R. is a white English guy who just does dancehall, and he does it really well.
Oh,
You've ever
Jamaican
seen that guy?
dance hall guys? No.
Pussy turn red.
Oh yeah,
Turn
yeah,
pussy
yeah.
red?
Yeah, I didn't know that was his name.
Turn a pussy red.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you should something to consider. Just do like a year. Just take a year
nothing
off
but
of
patois?
everything and just do Jamaican stuff on Instagram. Just take 1 year off and rebuild, and it's like, well, let me tell you about this, man.
Yeah, the monologue though is the scariest, and it was like there's Tate McRae fans in the front.
Oh God, I didn't
It's
think
like,
about
oh man, they're not gonna fucking like me talking about Ken Burns.
that. Yeah.
It's just like young.
What did they? Were they just?
They did
wouldn't-
like it.
That's cool.
The monologue went well, but
That's cool.
The rehearsal.
Who were the
Did
fans?
not.
It was it just like attractive ladies sitting up front, or was it like
Yeah, you're up there like
they're the fucking worst?
Hey,
For real,
how are ya?
it's if you had to pick a demographic that you didn't want like 2 rows of in the front, is just hot ladies.
hot young women.
They're no.
And the way that's set up, you saw it was like 2 sections, and then everyone else is just in the back of the room.
Yeah.
It's not conducive for stand up
No.
unless you have like a point. They like that.
Yeah.
If a comedian goes out there and makes a fucking good point,
True, and you go,
everyone's like, that's incredible.
you can get the hot young babes with good points. Even
sure.
if they don't fully understand it, they'll be like, wow, awesome.
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, hot young babes are the last thing you want. You think you want them. Yo, give me a room full of hot young babes. I'll fucking spin their heads
I'll
around.
make them very unhappy.
They also don't have the best attention spans either.
No. I
It
did
must-
the worst show I ever did was the small room at the stand.
So I'm sure they've
Isn't that a
recovered.
Juvenile song?
Bounce back.
Bounce back. I'm about to bounce back.
I think.
Trust me.
Is it a Juvenile song, or are you thinking of 504 Boys, Wobble Wobble?
No.
You might be getting a bounce confused with a wobble.
No, it's a juvie classic. Bounce back.
It could be. Was it post Katrina or pre
There's a big shot. Yeah, there's a bounce back Juvenile.
Sick.
Nice. Thank God I got that. Yes.
We have a visitor.
That was a weird knock.
It's kind of a friendly knock.
Who's that rapping?
Yeah, we should probably
Who's rapping upon my door?
be careful, Sean.
Oh, it's Texas gas service. See how Guard Dog handles this.
You're getting checked on for heavy gas consumption.
All right.
You've been using
Great.
No.
And we're back. Just a minor gas leak in my house.
No big deal.
Nothing new.
No big deal. I'm gonna try to find the gas leak in Sylvia Plath myself. Just
Stick
put my
your head
mouth
in
on.
there,
I'll go
yeah.
find that thing. And
Call it a day.
actually, dude, I got a. It was really nice. The Dana Beach Improv gave me a like a gift certificate to a used bookstore as like a gift.
That's nice.
It was really nice. So I went. I finally went. And it was like I got to get an Uber from the hotel, and I'm like, where? Because that area was Broward County is where they film Cops.
Yeah.
So I was like driving around through there, and it's like it's kind of sketchy around there.
Yeah.
Like very sketchy.
For
And
sure.
I was like, whatever. So I'm in an Uber and I'm like, anytime you left a little, we were at a hub, obviously.
Nice hub.
That's all it is, outdoor hubs.
Improv
And,
hub.
Left the hub and it's just like Vice City all around. So I pulled the driver. I'm like, yeah, there's like a bookstore up here somewhere. Dude, it was a shopping center of just at least one, if not two, massage parlors. So I'm pulling in. The guy's like,
They
you said
got
there's
a gift card for books.
dude, he's like, you said there's a bookstore, right? And I was like, I did, dude. I swear to God, there's a bookstore.
Adult.
I thought he thought I was like,
Adult bookstore.
I'm going to go get some books.
I'm about to read for the next. I'm going to read for 15 minutes and then I'm going to just wait here.
So I'm sitting there, like,
I'm going to
pulling
come
in,
back
I'm like,
wet from a shower.
my hair's all
Fucking
wet.
bookstore had a shower. You wouldn't believe it.
I told you, my one friend in an absolute, the most depraved move was with visiting with a girlfriend, hanging with the family, ducked off, hit the fucking wash, reunited back with the family, wet hair and all. And was like, what's up, guys? Like, the craziest fucking move. But yeah, I'm like pulling up
The
and
mood
he's,
struck. He was just sitting there with his family and he was like,
he was with her family.
yeah, just all right, I'm going to head out for a minute. I got to.
He got the itch.
Yeah.
And he was like, ended up being late. Like, it was like they were down there like to visit.
Should have just jacked off in the car,
Bro.
which would have been crazy.
That
That
would
would have been psychotic.
That's, I mean, dude, being like, yo, if you guys will excuse me.
Yeah.
With your own family, it's like, okay, it's still nuts, but with like someone else's family, that is a wild. I mean, I know, all respect goes to the fucking move. It's a sick move to
Powerful
break
move.
out. Break out. Like, our family's kind of stressed me out.
I'm going to go get jacked off by a sex slave. All right. And I'm back.
And fully bathed in like wet hair and shower.
Just coming back in laughing at what they're laughing at.
Smelling totally
Just
different.
drenched.
You just reek of dollar store
Coming back
lotion.
drenched.
Yeah, he was
Fully
drenched. Drenched and just fucking totally relieved.
Yo, I hugged a guy this weekend that was drenched.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why was he drenched?
I don't know. He was because it was raining. It was raining at the Super Bowl before we got in. The guy just came in from outside, and I was standing in line. He was like, "Shane, I'm a big fan." I was like, "God damn, dude, you're fucking soaked."
Dude, that fucking Gatorade they dumped on the coach. I was spying that Gatorade. I'm like, dude, they got to give that guy a raise. Whoever's concocting that stuff, that was bright yellow
yeah,
Gatorade.
yeah.
That shit's not watered down at all.
No.
Oh, dude, this made me laugh. Okay, so first things first. The bookstore, I pull up. I was relieved at the very end of it, there was a bookstore. And I was like, I told you there's a bookstore up here, dude. And he's like, yeah, whatever, man. I go into the bookstore, It was the worst layout I've ever seen. Where you know, there's like in like the Hogwarts library or any old library, there's like giant ladders and like, the books are stacked super high. Most of the books were like as high as your fucking ceiling, and they were like, you can't get on the ladders. It's like, well, I don't know what's up there, so how could I even ask? It was like, and then they were like going over these old like antique maps. So anytime I try to get to the other end, I'd be like, excuse me, guys, and they would be like, okay, and then like move out of the way, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man? Trying to buy some books from your fucking store. Anyway, it's pissing me off. But the thing that made me laugh was I'm out there. I forgot my belt this weekend.
I forgot my belt this weekend.
Dude, and I was telling the mayor, I had a flashback to when you were in New York and you were just like, you showed me your closet and there was just like 40 belts. And I'm like, damn, you have so many belts. And you're like, I got to get a new belt. Like
Back around 2, 3. That's when I first remember being black. Oh, man.
God damn, that's
the Blazer Tag Pizza is calling my
They're
name.
going to be, people were tearing them up, dude. They're going to be.
I'm going to fucking rip it apart.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so hungry.
Bro. I've been to a lot of kids. Here's the thing,
bro.
I've been to a lot of kids' parties, and I've been eating
Respect.
like just place pizza, and it does fucking slap. It hit you eat a first slice, and you're like, all right, yeah, this fucking rules.
Oh man,
I haven't done this since I was 12. So
Laser tag,
yeah, I'm psyched,
dude.
It's been probably a decade for me. Last time I was here, my dad's cum was all over his pants. I was literally thought about it as soon as I put these pants on. I was like, oh. I was driving over. Like I've been wearing these for a while.
Yeah.
That black light's not going to be kind to us.
My t-shirt.
Team Fat's going to be in camo. Team Fat's going to be full camo.
Why does cum glow?
Yeah. Also, who's coming in their jeans? I don't understand. Are we sure it's cum?
No, it turned out my dad had prostate cancer. Yeah, I was like, would you cum your pants? He was like, no. And like a month later, he was like, I have cancer. I was like, oh, sorry, I was making fun of
Dude, yeah, but that's the perfect excuse.
It was just whiz. It was whiz.
Dude, there's no
struggling.
Wait, so whiz and cum shows up in the black
It looked like it was a whiz. And the boy probably wasn't washing the trousers very often.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably that was like 3 months worth of.
Bro, if he was just coming like
Elks
that,
Lodge piss.
If he was just coming like that, I want prostate cancer.
True.
I'm just glazing. If I'm
Honestly, it's
glazing
probably how
pants,
he got it.
I mean, I should knock on wood.
strongest ropes.
Increase your loads with cancer? That's great, man. Yeah.
Load max and prostate cancer. God, I can't wait. I fucking can't wait, dude.
You want to get in there?
Yeah, let's tag.
Let's tag and see what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
Come back, sweaty.
Right back.
We'll be right back.
Hello to the audio listener. I just wanted to let you know that these sounds are from a video, a GoPro video of the Blazer Tag match.
I'm already out.
And I will try to edit together and put out a full video from the Blazer Tag GoPro footage on the Patreon soon.
Hey.
What the heck?
We're back.
Dude, it feels like a lifetime ago.
That was. Didn't think I was going to be that sweaty.
Dude, I'm dying.
Good fucking God, dude.
Dying. We had fucking long
No
penis
running.
cheating.
Immediately, everybody sprinting around.
I mean, dude, you can't not run. It's absolute war.
Long penis with the
Cheating,
one of the
bro.
all-time cheats.
Cheating.
Long penis is Sean Gardini. He called
I
himself.
was not cheating.
You were not cheating.
No, I was playing by the rules.
Okay.
Running.
No, I was moving swiftly.
Running.
Walking swiftly.
I will say I
Dodo.
had a trick where if people get too close to me, I'm like, dude, my fucking gun's not even working. I did it to you, Andy,
Hey,
like
I
5
think
times.
Andy really held down the Terminator 2. His moniker, he really lived up to it. You just see him fucking walking around just walking right at people.
There's a move you go, dude, my fucking shit's off. And as soon as Andy walked past me, I'm like, bah, 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 bah.
Snake.
Total snake. Sorry, Andy. I did that to like 5 different people. I'm like, fucking shit's not even working, dude.
I was yeah.
As soon as someone got the drop on me, I'm like, what the fuck? This shit sucks.
Every alliance went out the window.
Really?
Yours was the only one that stayed true.
Who betrayed you?
Right away, I asked him to ally.
I never shot you once.
Spider did not ally with me.
I lied. I didn't shoot you.
Mother spider.
Yeah, he did. He spelled spied.
Spider.
Give you that phone call on it. Scyther. So Lamise, you betrayed.
I didn't.
There was
betray.
no real alliance. So.
I said okay, and then I took my position.
I tagged Big Unc a couple times. I know Unc got brought in.
I was like, Unc, stay here. Hey, we both shot him immediately.
I saw Unc down in the mix. I was like, nah, I'm going to grab a couple points off him.
That was, man.
Dude, speaking of
Laser tag rules.
If laser tag,
God damn.
I want to formally challenge Dr. Umar to laser tag.
Really?
Yeah. He's in hot water right now.
Why? What'd he do?
Dude, his alleged, although he did, his alleged daughter, although I have reason to believe it could possibly be his daughter because he claimed to have paid child support her whole life, came out and was like, "You're a fucking deadbeat. Just give me my sister's number." Like, you know Dr. Mars.
Yeah.
He's like, doesn't like interracial dating and all that stuff. Doesn't really like white people, I get the feeling. Right now would just ruin my whole life. It's like, just do it, dude. Do it, Steve.
Yeah.
Do it. Fucking do it.
We actually talked about that. We talked about Steve Harvey for a little.
Did you really?
Just how great he is.
He is the man.
Yeah.
Although he got a lot of people like to shit on Harvey, dude. He's the man. His morning show is so fucking good. I love his morning show.
I didn't even know he had one.
Huh?
A morning show?
Dude, he's got the biggest morning radio show. He's got like one of the biggest morning radio shows of like all time.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What is it? What's it called?
Steve Harvey in the morning.
Steve Harvey in the morning? Oh, is it on the radio?
It's on the radio. It's on like it's on like FM radio. But it's like
Really?
syndicated, dude. He's got like he's the radio god, dude.
Steve Harvey in the morning? When
Bro.
was that? Is it still on?
WDS. It's on like old like, you know, there's like Power 99, like young black people. He's on old black people radio. WDSF.
I
Like
never had access to
104.5.
old black people radio.
It's fucking sick. It's like 4 songs.
Central PA did not even close. It was just, I mean, I remember being excited when we got Pop.
Yeah,
for real.
Pop's huge.
Yeah, we had country the whole time, and it was like I didn't like it.
Dude, WDSF.
We had classic rock though.
It's Brian McKnight 40,000 times a day, and then it's that one guy who goes, "I can't stop loving you." That plays 1,000 times, and then it's just Steve Harvey all morning. It's 2 songs and Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey rules.
Yeah, he does rule. Club Shay Shay, man. How long can it go, dude? I think he's trying to recapture the Cat Williams episode, but like. Because you can tell he wants the beef, dude. He wants nobody wants all the smoke.
I got asked to do Club Shay Shay.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
When's it coming?
I haven't done it yet.
have to do Shay Shay, dude.
I'm just gonna say my friend Matt's a Hollywood pedophile. That's all I'm gonna do.
He's gonna go, what?
I'm gonna say, yeah.
I'll talk about that. You got to do Shay Shay.
No, I would love to. Whenever hopefully I can be in town for it.
Where is he? Where is Shay Shay?
I don't know. They were talking about doing it in Vegas at one point.
Dang.
But I don't know where it is.
Me either.
It's probably LA or Atlanta.
I was thinking,
where
do they film Shay Shay? Yeah, I've been checking.
Atlanta, I can probably get in there,
Bro.
I'll go full Cat Williams.
You got it.
LA, yeah.
Damn, Shay Shay would be sick.
I don't head out LA way very often.
You got to do it. I noticed Andrew Schultz was in. He did like a lot. He did this one podcast where he had to like it was like him versus like 4 black dudes and they're trying to attack him for. I don't know if that was a whole thing.
Oh, it was Ryan Clark.
Who's that?
Ryan Clark. He's actually the man.
Yeah,
he's lib, but he's a good bro.
He's a good bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to get him, and he was like, "Dude, you've literally had people." Because that thing he said about like, he's like, "You literally have people on here who've beaten black women." He's like, "Well, we pressed him on it, but you know, they asked to edit it, so we let them." It's pretty smart of him. It was funny though, doing it, but just watching him do battle, just black podcast battle is like, it's pretty sick.
Schultz will go in. Yeah,
he fully did. It was pretty. It was fun to watch. Because I was following it loosely, and I was like, "Damn, they're fucking really giving it to me."
It's tough to go in there and battle.
I mean, but if he had the he had the
Going
trump
into
card.
a black podcast and battling is nuts, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You get me on Breakfast Club or any of these, I'm gonna be like, fucking yeah, I hate racism. Fucking Trump, racist piece of shit. I like Biden.
That's the funniest first thing.
I like Biden.
Obviously, I hate racism. Like we didn't ask you any questions.
Shane, I hate racism, and Kamala Harris was great. I love
Although
the
they
Democrats.
could goad you into an epic white spaz. That show is designed to evoke crazy white spaz.
I don't think they would get me to spaz, but I think they would get me to finally be like, "That's what you're saying is wrong."
They'll bring the lady. That lady who zooms in is designed. She's like an agent crafted to perfectly.
On Breakfast Club?
Yes. That lady.
It's
who
not
just,
Angela Yee, is it? No, who is it?
No, it's just this lady who zooms in.
I know who it is.
They bring her in
She
for
zooms
Ramaswamy.
into battle like Ramaswamy. Ramaswamy eats her lunch, dude. They always have Ramaswamy, and he fucks her up.
Well, to be fair, she's arguing with zero facts, which is impressive. She just cuts off. She just cuts off and just goes like, does the classic like, no, just answer my question. You're like, yeah, well, obviously. You're like, okay, that's all I got to say. You're like, what the fuck?
Argue with zero facts? Come on, man.
What? She does. I've watched like 4 interviews. It's so
Here's
funny.
The View. You tell me ladies argue with zero facts?
True, that kind of is their thing.
Fuck yeah.
They're just nothing but Doctor Strange portals the whole time. You're like, wait a second, how the fuck did we get to this subject? Where am I?
Don't hack them the way they like.
Yeah, cut them in half.
Yeah, I think it is kind of. I don't know. I feel like. I just feel like I don't know. You shouldn't really worry too much about what anyone else is doing.
It's comedy. We're
like,
just doing
dude,
the job.
If you get paid for it, God bless you. This is awesome. You know, make your money. You know, people are like, just fucking bullshit. But you're right though, because everyone was like wildly political, being like, fuck this, fuck that. The late night itself was just every show was like fucking.
Yeah, you're only allowed to be political if you're left.
Yeah,
and like then if you're a little bit right, you better be real. You know, you better be careful over there.
Yeah,
and you're like, why? I'm just gonna say what I think. We're comics. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I'm all about getting that bread anyway, dude. Someone's like, you're paying her. And it's like, bro, I'm getting that bread.
Well, like I'm not getting the bread from it. Like when I do Greg Gutfeld on Fox News, I get $0. They pay me nothing. They put me up in a hotel. And
Does it change the ticket sales though? You're telling me the biggest show.
Oh yeah. No,
that's the biggest show.
It gets people to come to my show. Yeah, for sure. So I guess there is a way to make money on that back end for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And does it change the demo? Are you getting like? Are you getting Geezies up there?
I get some old. Well, that's dude.
Fuck it, dude. That's the point.
Absolutely. And also,
he's
like,
the king of late night. Gutfeld's the king of late night, by the way.
When I
can't
used
give
to
gas money though,
huh?
He can't give gas money though.
Gutfeld knows.
He's the king. Dude.
He's the
king of late night free.
He can't give me gas money, bro.
That is fucked up. They don't give you $1. That's crazy.
But
SNL pays like $5,000 for the host.
Well, like podcasts are free.
True.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's the biggest show in the world. I've never been paid to be on Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
but it's worth it.
I
want to be on it.
Have you ever asked him?
Asked him to pay me?
Yeah, but hey, Joe,
no way,
this
dude.
been cool and all, but you think I get $2,500?
When Joe, that'd be amazing.
Hey, Joe, my time's kind of valuable, man. I wouldn't mind to get a little stipend. You make a lot of money.
That would be so.
Just send a Venmo request.
Just be like, hey, man, I did your whole show. That was a few hours.
I'll need $1 million. But no, nobody. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's just worth it. You do the things you want to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, when Joe replies to a text from me, I'm like,
holy shit!
Look at this. Like it's like what, like if we had phones when we were in fifth grade.
Have you considered
like Amber Shoemaker replied? I'd be like, well, there's a girl on the phone. Like I literally am like that when Joe replies. I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah, he holds a really unique position and just like. Especially, I would say popular consciousness, but for dudes in general, a lot of dudes. I've talked to other people about this. People have like a part of your brain that like while you're showering, like it just goes into a mode where it's like, well, Joe, let me tell you about this, and you start like practicing what you would say.
Oh yeah,
Joe Rogan. Every dude goes to that. So if he texts you, you're like,
well, because you're so cool too. Like I've never I don't
like
know
Apollo
many people that are
cool. It's like
Apollo
descending upon you, and you're like, holy shit, dude.
More like Xerxes.
You think Xerxes?
That's why Austin's got a little too comfy with Joe. They'll be up in that green room, and I'm like, are you guys not fucking Joe Rogan's here? Tighten up.
I still get kind of, for real, I get a little shuddered.
He's awesome. Yeah, it makes me happy.
Jacked, dude. He's getting more. Every time I think I've gotten a little jacked, I see him like a month later. I'm like, fuck.
He's turning into the actual thing from...
Huh?
He's turning into the thing from Fantastic Four. Just a man made of bricks.
Yeah. You touch him, you go, what the hell?
But he is for sure like an absolute power broker. And it's like, it is tough to like... Yeah, not let that sway your interaction because you're like, dude.
Did you play sports growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember being on like
and rugby?
Oh, real sports. Fuck.
Played football.
When I say
freshman
that
year.
wasn't for basketball, that was for rugby. That was
Rugby's pretty sick.
no, like on my baseball team, like there'd be like an older boy, You know, like I'm on the jet, you know, and then there'd be like a cool older guy. Like that's how I feel when I see Joe. Like if I say something stupid, I'm like, fuck, dude. Just said a stupid thing.
Yeah.
He was showing me his compound, you know, and he was like, this is the cold plunge, and then this is and then he's like, and this is where I shoot my arrows or whatever the fuck it was. And so then I was like, oh, cool. And I said something stupid about the elk or whatever that was up there. And he looked at me like it was a question he'd never heard before. And then I was just like, I beat myself up about it for like the next 2 minutes. Like, don't ask stupid shit about the arrows.
Yeah, actually, I saw the archery range. I sat in front of the bullseye and let him shoot an apple off my head. No, I'm kidding.
That's a man
That would be
right
sick.
there.
Nah, I didn't do that. That'd be sick, though.
I was like, you didn't film that?
I'd only have stupid questions for Joe Rogan. Like, I don't think
Lemaire, you got some. You're cooking with a lot of them, man.
What?
And they're good. I think they're good though. Every now and again, just dumb questions that are. I think,
What would be
can
the
good.
first question you'd ask Joe Rogan?
what would be if it was like, hey Joe,
Yeah, he said you'd ask. You got a lot of dumb ones. What would be like?
thanks for having me. May I have a job?
Yeah, he'd be like, oh yeah, no. All right,
What did you ask? What did you ask those NFL players at one time?
Oh, I can't remember. I think it was Stephon Diggs. And I asked him, because I didn't realize they're younger than me. I was 30 and they're like in their 20s.
Weird. That is kind of weird.
And I
That's a crippling feeling.
It sucks.
I was like, what do you watch on YouTube?
That's a good question, actually.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Do you think they were honest?
Oh, I also said, outside of being black, what else do you think we have in common? That was the first question.
Please.
Put my face over you and go, wee, wee. I say, squeal, swine.
He'll have to live under it until he can push it up. He'll be like the lady in the coffin in Kill Bill, dude. You have to punch him right out.
Nice. Hey,
Back to us, dude.
hey, back to the real show. So you filmed
Yeah,
your
dude.
first ever comedy
I
special
filmed, dude.
this weekend.
It was awesome.
How did it go?
I think it went well. It was again. I did the brutal workout the day of. I don't know. I was just like killing time. I was like, yeah. I'm gonna fucking. And it was because I was doing it with Billy. So he's like, oh, dude, this is gonna be the hardest shit ever. So I kept being like, sorry, it's not that bad. Just to
I know,
fuck. I
you're
couldn't
such a
help it.
cocksucker.
I couldn't help it. Be like, this isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Like, I left and was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
So then, since I had lifted so much, I was like, well, I need to eat a lot. So I didn't eat much for the first show, and then that night I went out and I pigged on Mexican food and ate like the spiciest fucking hot sauce possible. And I've had this stuff before. I knew it was a little spicy. I didn't know how spicy it was, dude. It was like I was like hiccuping.
spicy.
It was so hot.
Yeah.
Then I like fucking rubbed it. It was on a paper towel, and I like went to blow my nose, and it went all over my face. I was fucked up.
Yeah.
So I woke up. So day one went well. One show, great. Way too spicy food. Everything's fine. Woke up that morning like spicy, like diarrhea. Yeah, true.
It's a day in the life, baby. Woke up, got out of bed, had some spicy diarrhea.
Yeah, before the second show, I ate Indian food. So my ass was, dude. I don't know why I did this myself.
I get it. But when you film a special, it's just pure panic,
It's just
anxiety, spaz, dude.
Dude, and I was telling McKeever,
At least you did that. I went and shaved my head.
yeah, I didn't get the haircut.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I was just walking. I was like, I got to make some change. I got to do something right now.
I was like,
I'm going to
Brittany,
shave my fucking head before the special.
Well, that makes sense because you want your hair to look different.
Yeah.
Different show. I get that. But yeah, dude, I was telling McKeever, I was like, my stomach, between like the food I was eating and like the adrenaline I was like, my DNA thinks it's in the fucking Crusades, dude.
Yeah.
It's just nothing but like aromatic cuisines and just pure panic and just shitting. It was crazy. The diarrhea was unbelievable. I should have documented that as the intro.
Yeah.
Just fucking-
a loud shit.
Just
Have
shitty.
this camera follow you out from a loud shit straight to stage. That'd actually be pretty sick.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But no, it went well, dude. It was fucking nerve wracking, dude. The first, the day leading up to it, I was just like, fuck, dude, there's going to be so many cameras. I'm going to shit the bed and just blank and be like, nope, I'm not doing this. My negative self is still strong. And it was just like, dude, what if, hear me out here, brother. What if you fucking go up there and go, camera one, camera two,
It's just the whole special. Staring straight in every camera.
I give myself no credit at all. That's
Yeah,
like,
of course.
in my head, I was like, there's a 40% chance I'm going to go,
It's just, you can see the camera, you just go.
Dude. Then I got out and the first show was fine. I was like, what the fuck? I'm nuts.
It's so scary.
I was for sure convinced I was going to go, what is this? This is the mic for the crowd?
Take all your clothes off. Should have a full mental breakdown. Yeah, even talking about it right now is giving me the willies.
Oh, yeah.
I got like 2 more weeks.
At least you've been through it before, though.
Not like this one.
Yeah, true.
It was a theater with big cameras. Big cameras. I'm just going to go.
Even more so, dude. Oh.
Yeah, with the YouTube, I felt like...
Go out. How many levels is this theater?
Woo, that's big.
How many people here again? Oh, that's like the size of my high school.
So many, fucking 10 times the size of my high school. Shit. Yeah, it's one of the worst feelings.
Yeah, it stunk. I was
and you experienced the blues a little after the post special blues.
Yeah.
Dude. At least you were. I had to sit by myself.
Yeah, that would have been weird.
It was very, very weird.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. I did have a touch of sweetness though. I did a 4:30 p.m. show, and Maya got to come to that. So that was, dude. She got to chill backstage and just watching the cameras. And dude, right before I went on, so I was like, she came. It was like Gardini was about to go up. She came back and she was like, she loves the idea of being at my work. She's like, I'm at Daddy's work. She loves it.
Oh.
So she came back. She's looking at the little monitors and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I said something to her, and she was like, "You're funny, Daddy." And I was like, every week because I forget them. And I remember I told the mayor, I confessed, I was like, "Bro, that was like the most jealous I've ever gotten." Being like, "That's so fucking sick, dude. You have so many, just getting that many belts out of necessity."
By the way, I don't even buy the belts. I go to sometimes when I'm on the road, I have to buy a belt.
Yeah.
I usually just go home and steal Phil's belts.
Do you?
Every time I'm home, I steal Phil's belts. And then I forget them. I never take them on the road. So then I'm like, I need a belt.
I was just laughing, being like, dude, that's so sick to have so many belts. And then, like, because the one time I had to buy a belt on the road, I was like, dude, it's all happening, bro. I have a belt from traveling.
Yeah, you made it.
I thought it was so sick. I thought it was so sick.
It's nothing compared to my Milwaukee Fit, bro. When my luggage got lost, I had to buy a whole new. When I got the Vans t-shirt.
I had to do that once. I went to Dick's and I bought like golf pants and like a t-shirt. And that was kind of sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't buy a belt. I was bending over on stage, and I'm pretty sure like part of my ass crack came out at one point. And I was like, apologies, ma'am.
I need a belt on stage because I'm already doing like the fat shirt tug.
Yeah.
You toss in adjusting pants on top of the fat shirt tug. It's a very active scene. You know what I mean? The guy's constantly...
I was hands in pocket all weekend. I was very Fallon. I was hands in pocket, classic
late night.
But I was really kind of just holding up my pants because they kept coming down on me. Because I've lost a couple pounds, bro. I'm out of the 180s. I'm 179.6.
That's good.
It's pretty sick. I'm doing another fast too.
I was hoping
5 day.
Yes.
Monday through Friday. First 24 hours, dry fast, no water for 24 hours, no food or water 24 hours, and then 4-day fat water fast with just salt. I'm going to petition for some electrolyte. I need an unflavored electrolyte mix because if you don't eat for a while, you lose all your electrolytes. There you go. There goes our hero, dude, the gas man.
He's going to come around and knock in a second and say, yeah, that thing's leaking like crazy. I'm going to go, oh, great.
Thing's leaking like a sieve. How do they test? Do they just hold like a fucking lighter up and see if it flames up?
I have no idea.
I think
obviously not that, but
sprays. I think they spray
some type of
soapy mixture and they see where it's bubbling. If I had to guess,
looks something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I could have. You should have told me. I would have went out.
I had no idea.
I would have found the thing.
I actually knew all because I'll try to heat it and it barely heats.
Yeah,
and that thing like backfires. You can hear it like a car.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. What like builders get away with now, it's criminal. The place across from us in Philly, when we lived there, they were like, luxury condominiums, and the windows, dude, I'm not lying, separated from the wall that much. No exaggeration. It was ungodly to go, and they were like, yeah, they just won't return our calls. They just throw them up. They just do it as cheap as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Just get the fuck out of there.
What book did you get?
Oh boy. I had like 4 or 5. It was like a fucking $150 gift certificate.
Nice.
So I like got as many as I could possibly bring back without making my luggage too heavy.
Yeah.
And then just gave her like a $60 credit to an old lady. But I started fucking with Finnegan's Wake from James Joyce. It's totally indecipherable. It's like, but I'm reading Joseph Campbell wrote, it's Finnegan's Wake Skeleton Key. So I've been in absolute fucking heaven. You know Joseph Campbell. A hero with 1,000 faces. He was like one of the first dudes to get like real into kind of like deciphering myths, kind of like how Peterson started. He was like, I mean, Carl Jung obviously is a goat with it, but Campbell came up and made like a really approachable kind of understanding to just like myths and all, you know, whatever. And he's like going through with his boy, reading Finnegan's Wake and just being like, by the way, this is what he means by this. This is what he means by this. I mean, I've just been absolutely just like dumbstruck by Joyce's genius, dude. It's amazing.
Nice.
It's crazy. It's just
Isn't
like
that the only thing he has to declare? Wasn't that him?
What?
When he got to America, they're like, "Do you have anything to declare?" It was like, "My genius."
Probably.
I think that was him.
Sounds like him. He didn't have any money. He was fucked. He wrote a book. He obviously Dubliners, short stories, classic. And he wrote Ulysses, and everyone's like, okay, we're fucking with you. This is kind of a hard read. We're fucking with you. And then he spent, I think, like 20 years of his life, a third of his life on Finnegan's Wake, and no one can, he like makes up words. It's nonsense. Yeah, but you have to have like, it's one of those things where every other sentence is an allusion to like, it's almost like you have to have a total understanding of like Greek mythology. Because it'll like,
it's a good icebreaker.
That's funny.
That's usually my go-to.
Yeah. Besides being black, what do we? That's interesting. Yeah, the athletes being our age, I always wondered if it was because I think there's nothing cooler to me than a baseball player.
Yeah.
Or like the idea of Griffey, like to me is like that's God. Like it went Griffey, then God, then my dad. Like it was Griffey's number one.
So you're a big baseball guy.
Yeah.
Did you play baseball until?
Just high school. Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, I wasn't great.
What was your position? High school baseball is pretty serious.
Shortstop. Yeah, I played shortstop.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. But like when you go, they're gonna be young now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And jacked. There's like people a decade younger than me that could just beat the fuck out of me. It's kind of shitty.
What if I have a gun, dude?
True. If you have a gun, yeah.
I would fuck Aaron Judge up with my gun, dude.
Yeah. True, but it's like, yeah, but still, if you hesitate for 1 second, if he closes the distance. If he closes the distance.
Yeah, dude,
I'd get him while he was sleeping like McNair. True. You know what I mean?
Just start proactively killing all the young athletes.
One thing's cool about being older than them, though, is at least if you're in our world of comedy's kind of become cool now, which was not the case for a long time. You can just DM them and they'll be like, holy shit, dude, like I love your stuff. And they'll like give you that's a better part about being older than them.
For sure.
Is like now I'm not the boy asking for the autograph. They think I'm cool.
Yeah.
That's a nice switch.
What's up, kid? Yeah. Where you at? You awake? I'm gonna come through. Where the hell are you at? Yeah, it is nice though. It's I get blown away when people are like, hey, I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, what's going on, man?
I got a good JD Martinez story. Do you know who that is? Still plays. I think he's one of the most. I think at this point he's probably one of the older guys in baseball.
For the Braves?
No, he played for the Boston Red Sox. I think he's on the Dodgers now. Just won the World Series.
So he's been playing for a long time.
Handsome guy, really, really good looking guy, and he's
baseball
cool.
players are sleepers, bro. A lot of baseball players are pretty a lot of hunks out there on the baseball field.
He's a good looking fella, and so this girl goes, "You're going to Boston?" I said, "Yeah, I'm playing this comedy club." She goes, "You want to go to Fenway?" I was like, "I love Fenway. It's hard to get tickets, but I've been before, but I'll take you up on that." She worked at William Morris. And so she's like, "I left me tickets. I go to the box office. I do the whole thing. When I sit in the seats, they're good seats. And then it says at the top, $0 comped, and then it said JD Martinez. I was like, I wonder if that's like related.
Yeah.
I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
So then I DM JD Martinez on Instagram while we're sitting there. I go, hey, dude, thanks for the tickets. This is rad. I've been a fan of you for a long time or whatever. And I just showed a photo of the thing. I don't remember what he said, but it was something nice and flattering about my comedy. And then he was like, hang out after the game. I'll come say what's up.
He was texting you during the game?
It was before.
Oh, that's crazy. He just got off. I was like, fuck, let me check my Instagram.
I'm like an 8-year-old. I'll get to the game 2 hours early, have 75 beers. So after the game, I'm like, this is pretty cool. And we're just hanging out with all these skanks. It's like me, my friend Maddie Chimber, who's a comic, and then just a bunch of girls who are like banging the players or whatever.
sure, yeah.
And they're trying to get everyone out of there. I'm like, I got a DM to stay.
Yep.
So then you're at the front of the nets. And
it's funny. Some guy with a clipboard is like, who's fucking this guy? Why is this guy here? Why is he fucking this guy?
It's more like that at NBA games. After the NBA games, there's tons of whores. Like, it's amazing.
It's kind of a cool life, though, to be like a professional sports groupie and just,
dude,
it's kind of nice.
Yeah, you don't pay for anything or do anything.
You're just lined up like Ubers at the airport.
Not a good shelf life, though.
Yeah, true,
Dude,
true.
There's a new one that just got, wasn't it Brittany Grenier? She got worn out by a bunch of NBA players, and now she's poor and crying online. She's in her job.
What?
Wait, this is, we've got to separate that it isn't Brittany Griner.
No, Brittany Reiner.
Oh, okay, good. I was going to say, holy shit, that would be breaking news.
That's the lady who's in Russia.
Famously lesbian, allegedly trans Brittany Griner has been banging all these dudes.
Dude, she's just intersex. No.
Yeah.
So
wait, no,
Brittany
so about the JD Martinez. This is the end of the story. So we're at the Nets, and he goes, he's like, oh man, it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. We're talking through the net, and he's like, how do you know? I'm gonna use a fake name. How do you know Christine? And I was like, oh, she's the best, dude. Yeah, she just set me up with these. And then we kind of looked at each other like, like we're both fucking this shit.
Eskimo bros. You guys are Eskimo bros.
It was amazing. But he was cool that I was cool. We're like, oh my God. Like it was, because she is a cool chick. She's not trying to be our girlfriend. And
for sure.
We're,
I love how you say our girlfriend.
Yeah. Like she's not in her mind going, I'm with Jeff Dye or JD Martinez.
For sure.
Yeah.
And we're not going, oh, she's our girlfriend. It's just two grown-ups,
Do you think that was kind of a Machiavellian kind of ploy on her part to be like, I got you?
But yeah, that was kind of my week at YouTube. How was
I had a great week.
Yeah, how was the fucking ranch?
Chappelle's was fucking awesome.
It sounded sick as hell.
First night, some members of Wu-Tang were there and performed.
It's awesome.
And then we got to Talib Kweli was up there. That was good.
Nice. Sick.
It was awesome. I mean, it was the whole time. And I brought Guard Dog and James came the next day, and they, rightfully they were nervous to be like, holy shit, we're gonna hang out with Dave Chappelle. And I was telling them the whole time, I was like, wait till you meet this guy. He's literally the nicest.
Yeah.
Dude, the man.
Two people have truly stunned me. Louis C.K. I was like, whatever. I was like, I couldn't think. I was like, holy fuck, dude. And then I when you did that show in the Garden, I was just in the same room as Dave Chappelle, and as soon as he was like, how you doing? I was like, oh, fuck. Completely blanked out. I was like, dude, whatever. I'm pretty normal, pretty natural.
I just added a third to the people that have stunned me.
Who?
Caitlin Clark, dude.
What?
Caitlin Clark was at the show. I don't know if she was a fan or her boyfriend, or I don't know who, but before the show, we were in Indianapolis on Saturday, and we were like, this is the house that Caitlin Clark built. We were talking about the Pacers arena, and then we were at lunch, and I was like, it'd be fucking sick if Caitlin Clark came to the show. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
And I was like pacing back and forth between the show and the green room, and then Caitlin Clark walked
dude, that's
by.
just where she
And I
paces
was
too.
like, do you want to hang out in the green room? She was like, yeah, sure.
What?
Yeah.
That's
and then
sick.
I walked in and I was like, also, James brought his friend to fly back with us to Austin, who's a priest.
Okay.
Which is great. He was awesome. But I did have a priest in the green room. It was me, Big J, who Soder was making fun of, looks like my goth stylist, and my road priest.
Road priest.
Like having to explain to people, like, I don't bring a priest all the time. Caitlin Clark, I don't bring a chaplain on the road.
Kind of the move, though.
But yeah, she was one I was like, got me a little.
If you start moving like a military platoon, like you have like a chaplain, you have a cook.
Cook, goth stylist.
Dude, you had Caitlin Clark, a priest. That's it sounds like a bar joke.
It really
It's like an Australian, a priest, and Caitlin Clark walked into a green room.
And watched me play UFC.
You should have had either Nate or Lemaire just walk by her and go, Space Invaders. That'd be a sick Space Invaders. Just you're Caitlin Clark.
You got a battle.
Your black ladies bumping you.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I had another good invite to the green room, which was very fun. So in Columbus, right before we were leaving the green room, a bunch of the Columbus Blue Jackets wives came back to say hi. I got them. So it was literally just 4 professional athletes' wives came walking back.
Wags.
Literally first thing I said, I was like, what are you guys doing here? because there were no husbands.
For
with them.
sure,
It was
yeah.
literally just 4 beautiful women.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Can I help you?
I was like, for real, what are you guys doing here? And they're like, oh, blah, blah, can we get a picture? I was like, yeah. And then I was trying to be polite, but it looked like I was being a sex pervert.
How
Because
so?
I was like, do you guys want to, there's drinks in there if you guys want to hang out. And they're like, no, we're all right. I was like, there's, if you want,
Yeah, you don't
can
have
hang
to.
out. And then I walked away like, probably looked like a fucking psycho. They
You're
were
just
like,
being hospitable, but I
know.
get
But
it.
when it's 4 hot ladies and you're like, do you guys want to hang out in the green room?
You guys want some alcohol?
There's
now?
alcohol in there. If you guys need anything, I got it. You know,
Yeah.
there's chicken tenders and nachos and Bud Light if you guys want it.
You know, typical hot lady stuff.
We got an Xbox and chicken fingers.
Where were their hubbies?
I don't know.
the
Maybe they
hell?
were on the road. Maybe the Blue Jackets, they were probably in a away game.
Oh, I got what you're
Yeah.
saying. So they weren't like out, like, you know, they were not there for
Must have
real.
been rained out or some shit.
Dang. So they were not there at all.
There's a Biggie Smalls reference.
What was?
What I said must have been rained out.
Biggie Smalls
Anyway.
talking about the rain out?
Yeah, nothing. It's a song he sings about fucking an NBA player's wife.
Oh, Jesus.
And then the NBA player comes home. And they're like, what happened? He's like, I don't know. Shit must have been rained out or something. And they go, which one? He's like, I
Now
don't know.
you're
what,
showing your
fucking
true hand.
6'6" months.
You're just talking about refreshment, cool
I know,
refreshments. And now
That's
you're like,
good,
yeah, fucking.
yeah, the players are gone and their wives. And the wags, when the players are gone, the wags will play. No, he seems to very openly dislike the honkies.
Dude, his daughter for real crushed him. Came out and was just like, "You're a fucking deadbeat. You're a loser. You shouldn't be. Nobody should be listening to you." And then he came back rather than being like, "I don't know who you are," which that would be devastating to your strange daughter to do that. But he goes, he was saying something like, "Get your mom on the phone. We can hash this out." And he was saying like, "I'm sick of." First of all, he goes, "You're either with me or against me on this. No more frenemies." He doesn't want any more frenemies, dude.
I appreciate that. Next time, yeah, if my daughter ever confronts me for being deadbeat, I would be like, I have no time. You're either with me or against me. That's fucking
And then he
hilarious.
called her a struggle streamer, trying to get clout off of his name.
Trying to get clout off her daddy.
Calling your estranged daughter a struggle streamer.
Phil's a fucking struggle streamer. I have the opposite. Phil's always trying to get clout. Every time we do the podcast in my house, he would walk down.
He's a struggle
He wanted
streamer.
clout. Now he gives away tickets. Every show I go to, there's fucking 8 guys from the Elks in the green room.
No, that was killing
It's
me.
fucking unbelievable.
That was fucking
It's like,
killing
Shane,
me.
how about a little meet and greet? The guy's one of the top sales guys in Tampa. Could you meet him? No.
That was the list was crazy.
Yeah, the list. He handed my manager a list that is 40 people at every show. That was a wild night. Tampa was
It was awesome.
Tampa and Jacksonville. Tampa was
was
wonderful.
fun. Yeah, it was
All those
awesome.
fucking studs were there.
Yeah, true.
Aaron Judge's fucking big ass was there.
He was fucking huge.
He's still a unit. I was less starstruck this time.
Yeah.
That was the first time. Yeah, the last time when I met him at that game.
Didn't
I
you
was-
see him at a baseball game?
Yeah, I said full Yankees uniform. Just hit a giant home run in
Yeah,
batting
that's-
practice. Came over. He was like, "What are you doing back there, big man?" I was like, "I saw you. You just drilled that ball." I've never spazzed like that.
Seeing him at the game would fuck. That would fuck
But
you
talking
up.
to Bubbles here, I was a little
Bubbles was fucking
taken
me up.
aback.
True.
I mean,
Yeah, he was fucking. That guy was.
he's on the fucking videos outside
know.
the bar. Watch the
I
videos.
know.
It's him fucking mixing drinks. Bubbles is the man.
He gave me some good pointers.
We might get Bubbles in this next game. I'm on his
Yo.
team. I call Bubbles' team.
Did he
Me
tell you
and-
about the zombie game?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Zombie sounds sick. Everyone's green, one red zombie, and then you spread. If you get hit by the zombie, you become a zombie as well. It's kind of sick. Although I don't know how you would cheat in that game.
Yeah, how are you gonna cheat, long penis?
I wasn't cheating.
You were cheating.
No, I wasn't cheating.
I
You gotta-
watched you.
Dude, you got to bleep the GoPro. I
Yeah,
was
Matt
saying
did
horrible
call me,
things to you.
I was
forgot you were-
screaming
I
on
forgot I was
the
on
GoPro. He'd shoot me. I was like, it was so funny, right? When everyone got in and was screaming. as soon as the doors opened, every dude in there was screaming and running. And then everyone got tired. Go 5 minutes left, you hear everyone go, "Oh fuck!"
Dude,
Yeah, it was
It's
a
the
long
longest
game.
fucking game of my life, dude.
what was your strategy, Gardini? You're running
It was
gun,
run.
Stick
It was
and
run
move,
right at
run and
everyone.
gun, stick and move.
stick and move.
Mm-hmm.
Stick and move fast.
Yeah,
You're running.
fat was swift. Swift walk.
You were running. Rule
I
number
might-
one.
I might have been running.
I saw you run. That's fine. You cheated. And they
Bubbles
do
is
it.
on your ass for the next game.
Well, that's concerning.
Yeah, he's gonna personally follow you.
I
around.
came here for a good time. And immediately guys take advantage of the rules. Man, I finished 7th.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Sucks.
First
I
game.
beat Spider. Fuck yeah! I lost a big. I lost a Nikki Blazer.
Nikki Blazer.
Adam Egett. I lost to Nikki Blazer by probably one shot. It was close. It was a close one. And you were camping. I was fully camping. After fucking 2 minutes, it was time to camp, dude. I don't know how they were running.
I
dude.
was camped, and then I would run and gun. I would just get hit 50 fucking times.
You were hitting the lay down, which was a nice move.
Lay down was pretty.
That sounds like that's against the rules.
So
Yeah,
much.
that sounds like
He
that's
was
against
lying.
rule
He was
number
laying
5.
down. He's going, my fucking pack doesn't work.
That's what Chris keeps saying. Chris keeps saying his gun was broken. That's why he didn't do good.
He was RoboCop. They changed his name to RoboCop.
I was wondering who that was.
Wait, his gun wasn't working, but he didn't come in very last place, did he?
Yeah,
No,
so
that was
that's interesting.
the one. It happened to be the one female that was brought on.
The pregnant female.
Dead last by a wide margin. I don't think she must not have been holding. She is 8 months pregnant, which is.
I felt terrible. I was laying.
That's why I didn't want the running around. Someone's gonna bump into it.
Thank you.
I was gonna cry, dude. She killed me.
I would have cried.
I know. She killed me.
I almost cried on stage this weekend.
What happened?
My uncle died. And then towards the end of my set, I found out that day, like before the show, and I was on stage and I was like, in my head, while they're laughing and clapping, I was like, he was so proud of me. And there was just a part where I was like, just looked at the camera. Anyway, I should have brought that up.
Yeah, no, that's.
Your daughter saying that is
But then
so
I came,
fucking
this was the
sweet.
worst. I came off because she was only there for a little bit and left to get dinner. So I came off and I was like, yeah, that one was all right. I mean, I'm just going like full psycho talk. And I'm like, after like 5 minutes, I'm like, hey, where's Maya? And Brittany's like, you're just fucking realizing right now. I was like, yeah, all right, come on. I'm fucking coming in. I'm coming in from another fucking. I had to like step down and back in the stratosphere, bro. But yeah, dude, it was my parents came to one of the shows. That was really nice. They haven't seen me do stand up for like probably 12 years.
Ooh,
so they came.
big jump.
Yeah, that was So they got my dad. My dad got stopped at the door. He brought a gun and a knife on him. To the show. He had the hawk on him and that thing. Dude, he had a hawk and a toast on him. Yeah, he was like, because I saw my mom. I'm like, oh, where's dad? She's like, he's back in the
I
car.
know. I'm not going into the city.
Dude, he came back in the city.
Yeah.
Dude, he came up like Bayou Billy. Dude,
Going into the city, you need to bring a gun. If you've been outside the city for a while,
dude, having the hawk is so funny. The gun, he had a 9mm on him and then a knife. Like fire his last shot. Then
what'd they say? Yeah. What'd they say?
They were like, dude, they metal detector. They do the wand. God bless you.
Thanks, bro.
They do the wand, and they wanded him. They were like, dude, you have the hawk and the toast on you. He's like, yeah. So
I didn't think those things worked.
Oh yeah, apparently, yeah, they got him. Told him, I'm like, dude, next time, let me know. I'll let you in the back if you want to keep that thing on.
Yeah,
you.
if you need the handgun during my special, it'd be like Manchester by the Sea if you bombed.
True.
Get off stage and just take it out of his holster.
That was my best show, the one they were at. That was sweet.
That was the one I was most worried for you.
I know, me too.
As soon as I heard a bunch of your family was coming,
they were sprinkled through.
You're fucking this thing up,
dude. There was parts of there. My whole family was there on the one night on the one show, like my cousins and stuff.
Yeah.
There was one show I did where like I was sitting there on stage and I'd be blah blah blah. Then I'd look out and be like, oh, there's one of my neighbors. And I'd talk, and I'd be like, oh, there's a guy I went to high school with.
Yeah.
And it was just I started getting like spun out. I was just like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, that's tough.
It went well though. It went well. We did, we recorded a bunch, and I'm excited. I'm trying not to be a big baby and be like, can I see it now? Can I see it now, please? Can I please?
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting. They said tomorrow or Wednesday, so I'm like, that's fine.
I do this thing where if I see someone in the crowd, I just convince myself it's somebody I know. I'm like, oh, that's that guy. And the whole show, I'm like, it's just the one guy. And then the lights come on at the end. I'm like, that was not that guy. That was not even close to that guy. I did that. Oh fuck, who was it? I was convinced it was like a famous actress.
Really?
And the whole time I was like, holy shit, I can't believe she's here. Dude, I thought it was like, for real, I don't remember who it was. I thought it was like a Meryl Streep level
God damn
famous actress in the front row of the whole
so
show.
Funny.
I was like, Just looking at a woman that was like, what?
That's hilarious. Yeah, I had the opposite. It was like one of my friends from high school. I was kind of like, is that him? And I was like, that looks just like. And I was like, wait a second here.
It is him.
Yeah, it was. It was cool. It was a cool experience, man. I'm glad I'm through it. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty. I could have seen myself never doing that. You know, just wondering.
Yeah, you should. You had to do that.
Yeah, you have to. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. It was nice too. I had to like think about how to talk. I never think. I just am like, and I was like, oh fuck, you have to talk clearly.
Yeah.
Shit. So that was it. Just minding my mannerisms and stuff.
Mannerisms is
my hands. So I'm like this. I do this a lot. I think I go.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
That was pretty much it, dude. But yeah, Sean can't. You should have seen Sean, dude. Hero of the weekend.
The guard dog,
dude. He had to do like
what a legend.
12 or 13 complete ledge. No. 12 to 13 up front. House. I didn't know what the house lights.
You could be right though, man. I mean, why else would there be a tiny little A? You know, checks out. It makes sense to me. But yeah, I thought that. I don't know. You know what? I was just. It lacked kind of the showmanship. I was like, dude, Ursher last year. Say what you want about Ursher. You know what I mean? Look, the guy's got skeletons. I don't know what happened. I know he got in some legal hot water. Hopefully it's not true about potentially giving a man herpes, which, I hope he didn't do that.
Yeah.
But his performance was great,
Yeah, of course.
Ursher's performance was crazy. That was just like, okay. I don't know. It seemed all built around smiting another man, and it was just kind of like, bro, like it's cool. Winning's great. Yeah. I'm glad you won, but I don't know, man. It wasn't for me.
For sure. I mean, yeah, you want to play your hits.
Yeah.
And not, I don't know, because one of the knocks on him is the only time he gets attention is when he's talking about Drake.
As of late, for sure.
And there it is again. He did it again.
Yeah.
He got the most attention of his career because.
But here's what you got to think about. This is what you got to think about. And I do appreciate Jim Jones for opening my eyes to thinking like this. What about the bag? What kind of bag was he getting? Because they were coming at Drake for
the Super Bowl?
Yeah, he got the
free.
What?
Yeah.
You perform for free?
Yeah.
What is
$0?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Just, I guess it's like good publicity.
Yeah.
What? Who pays for all those fucking million dancers?
I mean, I'm sure they cover that. You don't pay for that, but
okay. That'd be crazy, bro. If I was footing the bill and I'd be like, yeah, let me surround myself with 800.
Why am I doing the fact checking? Come on, man.
So if I had to fit the bill for 800 male dancers, that's crazy. He had a lot of bros. It was just the bros, dude. That was
a lot of guys dancing.
I'm going to need 800 male dancers.
I like tough dancing.
Me too.
I like when people are mad dancing.
I got a little scared. I was like,
I was spooked out. I was scared of that. I was very scared during the performance.
It's classic. That was a Philip Ross one book. He got it. The old professor does that like accidentally. He's like saying a ghost.
Yeah.
He's like, I feel like there's a spook in here. And the student's like, hey. And they fire him off the campus. But the professor's secretly half black and he's been hiding it his whole life. We could talk lit, dude, all you want.
I would love to talk lit.
But yeah, dude, that was, it was just kind of boring. It was just like, all right, this is, it did take him to new heights. Him like besting Drake in an exchange of words did take him to new heights, but it's like.
What's going on, Sean? Did you find out the information?
He got a bag, but he got a baby bag. He gets the standard union rate, which is $1,000 per day for rehearsal and performance.
A baby bag.
He got a baby bag. Yeah.
He got a little bag. Yeah, he got a fanny pack.
Well, dude, Jim Jones might have had the best take on the Drake lawsuit. And his whole thing is so funny. Him and Cameron beefing. But he went on a podcast with, I swear to God, it was the best take of the Drake lawsuit stuff, how he's suing like UMG or whatever.
United, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
Universal.
Universal, yeah, that's what it is. Universal Music Group. And this guy was like, yeah, dude, it's like against the code though. Like he's going against the code of hip hop. And Jim Jones was like, dude, Drake's going after a bag you cannot comprehend. He was saying, basically, he was basically saying that he's going after the, and it is slightly Kanye-esque. He's going after the dudes who have given us all these raw deals, the labels who have been lording over us, the culture, and he's going at like the eye of the fucking hornet's nest and he was like, I mean, he's probably going to get $1 billion in this lawsuit. It's like, no, he's not.
He's going to get a lot.
Do you think he'll get it?
I think he'll get a lot. Yeah, I mean, from what I've been told, it's like they were trying to lower his stock so his next deal wasn't as big as the last couple have been. He's with them. He's with Universal.
That's their and their things like, why would we want to
because
undermine
I think
our
the
own
last
artists?
deal was like $400 million.
Yeah, true.
So,
well, that's what Jim Jones was. It was the funniest take. He was like, bro, he's going after a bag, and he's like, you can't say anything about Drake if you want to still hang with your bros in the hood who are like falling off of buses and getting lawsuits. He's like, you can't say that. Drake's taking it to the next
we got
level.
Some workman comps, bros.
That's
we got a couple of those, bros.
That's what he was saying. He was like, bro, there's nothing more gully than like pretending to hurt your neck on a bus. That was his whole that was his whole thing. And like Drake's hurting his neck on the biggest bus imaginable, and it's actually sick as fuck. I was like, dude, Jim Jones, that was absolutely.
I could be wrong, but I think Kendrick went through the Tupac estate to sue Drake first.
Did he really?
But no one cares.
Wait, what Tupac estate?
Drake had like a diss track with like AI Tupac,
right?
And that got taken down because of a lawsuit.
For sure. Oh, he was like, you can't use the ghost of Tupac to beef. He's like, that's outside of the rules.
So Kendrick did it.
He did a lawsuit first.
No one cares.
Hold on. So they were in court. There was like guys in court battling over Ghost Tupac.
Yes.
And like Ghost Tupac called my defendant
Ghost
gay.
Tupac wouldn't have said that.
Your Honor, Tupac might still be alive, actually.
An all black jury going.
But yeah, he basically broke down the thing of being like, stop trying to act like he's offending some code of the streets. He's like, bro, like he's getting the biggest bag. And he was like, your problem is you can't see the bag. Like the bag, he was saying like the bag exists out of this guy's entire frame.
It's a different dimension. You can't.
So sick, dude.
It's not a near,
To hit him with the be like, bro, your bags, you can only imagine such a bag.
It is
like,
a meta bag.
He's like, Drake is on a bag that you can't. Just getting deep on the bag is so sick.
I can't fathom this, man.